now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate.
What up,
So
Nine?
descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting.
Trapaholics Mixtapes.
As the 9% and word would say, make a better you, a better us.
Fuck being rational, give them what they ask for.
Who do you think you are? I'm the word. Boy, I'm the one who put in the work.
When I move, is it a quick rumble? I will never ever fall, never stumble. And I don't need to be humble. Break down walls like Jericho crumble.
What up, though? It's the word. And see the title, we about to get into it. But before we get into that, let me get it to the chat. Stoic, what up, 9? Appreciate you. Yeah, we about to vent. Commander, the Minister, the General of Defense is in the building. What up, 9? Appreciate you. The lady of the 9 is in the building. I am actually listening to Ozzy and Speakeasy debate right now. Oh, what just happened? Oh, they got a whole panel of people. I didn't know that many people was on the panel. Yeah, I was just listening to Speakeasy and Karen go at it. Oh, I don't know what the hell they was talking about. They was talking about something, but y'all know what it is, man. It's Vent Friday. I almost forgot it was Vent Friday. Almost didn't go live, but they made me. So we here, we chilling, we venting. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff to vent about. Yeah, a lot. If y'all shout out to everybody who came through yesterday. Yeah, we're gonna vent a little bit about that. We're gonna vent a little bit about this. But long as y'all leave me up here by myself, it's gonna be trouble. I'm gonna be on I'm on this right now. Hold on, let me play this real quick. Let's set the mood. We'll set the mood real quick. It's Vent Friday.
Said do it for the 9.
Keyword is consistency, right? Sometimes you just want to crash out.
It follows.
I don't agree with your tactic. I don't agree with your passion.
You let me finish sentence without fucking interrupting me because you know you're fucking wrong, you prick.
Ay, Dios.
Sometimes you just want to crash out. Sometimes you just want to crash out.
Ay.
Sometimes you just want to crash out.
I'm on some real shit. If I see him in person, I slap the
Sometimes you
dog
just
shit
want to
out of
crash
him.
out.
Fuck you think you is, boy? Take my kindness for weakness, you got me fucked up. Once you got me fucked up, you got
Sometimes you
me
just want to
fucked
crash
up.
out.
Oh my god. Why you do me like that, bro?
Bill.
Going live for Stoic. Here you go, bro. In my bathrobe, doing the thing. Yeah, the onion dance. Writing my name right now. Just for Stoic.
Who's signing his name for you?
That was it?
Sometimes you just want to crash
Gary,
out.
you are disappointing me right now. Where is the faith, bro? Where is the faith?
Sometimes
Nah,
you just
because with no wings.
sometimes you just want to crash out.
So I'm not looking at me like that. I flew for real, guy. I can fly. You think I can't fly? I can fly.
Sometimes you just want to
Stop
crash
playing with
out.
me.
Into a word. Nana nana boo boo.
He said that boy had that demon coming out. He said he had that demon. But yeah, it's been Friday. Get it off your chest for the weekend, get here. You know, yeah, yesterday, we had some good conversation. Shout out to everybody who came through. We on lock was on the panel speak. You know, the one and only, the lady of the nine was on the panel, our commander, our boy Stoic. The young nine came up, dropping sauce, man. We had a good conversation. But then we had some weird ass people, right? Like weird people, bro. Like, I don't even know. I don't even want to give people credit for their weirdness no more. But you had what's that dude name? Crucible. Yeah, dude came up and he's just weird. People weird to me when they just want to cause drama. Like when you initially looking like, hey, let me go fuck up somebody's day. Like you weird, bro. You ain't got nothing else better to do with your life. Shit like that weird. Then the dude JJ, like, I don't know who will call themselves JJ anyway. But anyway, the dude JJ, he said something and I just had he was just weird. He couldn't he couldn't articulate himself in a way that I don't sometimes I be thinking people do stuff like that on purpose, like come and say like some of the wildest things. Like, man, if you've been doing YouTube, you know things you can and cannot say, and people just come on the panel and just be because it ain't their shit, and it's like, damn, bro, where the respect at in the world? Like, why is that so hard? Like, if you respect yourself, it should be easy to respect other people. If I go to somebody's house, I wipe my feet, take my shoes off, you know, and everybody got standards and rules. You just abide by them. People just be walking in people's houses doing unscrupulous shit. Like, I can only imagine how you are at your house. Like, what you do, you wonder why people be trying to live through the internet because they weird as hell. Don't nobody want to deal with their ass in real life. You can tell those people. People be weird as hell on the internet, and you can tell, like, this is why people don't fuck with you in real life. This is why your ass live on the internet. Ain't nobody about to deal with that shit, bro. You just can't say and do anything to people. And people really feel like that. Like, that's what's wrong with today's society. People just feel like they can say and do whatever they want. We got my boy Texo. What up, though?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Good. How you doing? Gary Busted Down Brown just entered the chat. What up, my brother? My bad, Texo. I just want to acknowledge you real quick.
Well, shout out to the chat. What's good?
Chill, man. Then Friday. Just let the smoke out, get it off your chest, whatever you want to say or gotta say, brother. The floor is yours.
Well, I'm a little heartbroken with how life's been going. Everybody seems to be changing a lot. And it's like certain friend groups and certain people it's just everything's changing for just some odd reason. I feel like I probably might have give off either a bad vibe to some people that I just recently met. But I've learned over time that, most of the friends, that you either meet people and you tell yourself, like we're going to be best friends, forever sort of deal. But I mean, in life, in these days in life, it's not really like that. And this whole generation of people nowadays are either holding a grudge against people or, they just, I don't know. And it comes in groups of people. Can be anybody, at that matter. But yeah, I've been trying to figure out myself. I've been trying to figure out ways that I can change, and trying to correct my flaws and really try to, be different.
Do you see yourself in other people as well?
I wouldn't say everybody, but I mean, if I meet somebody and we have a laugh or something, it's a difference from anybody that I meet, and I know that friendships don't really last forever, and that's it's not the end of the world, but sometimes when that stuff happens, it's just it's kind of sad to know that
it's sad. It's sad to see that happen, but people do come and go, right? The way I see it now is just appreciate the time spent. You will meet good people, but they're not there for you forever, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to learn that now. After cutting off most of my friend group in my personal life.
You have to.
Yeah. I mean, it's been toxic, just like when I was explaining to the word about a certain significant other that I was friends with in high school, used me and used me for a place to hide out and all that stuff. But not only just him, but it was just like other people I had to cut off, and it just seems more sad during each day that goes by when I don't think about it, and then somebody else either blocks me or defriends me. I mean, sometimes I have to ask myself, like, what did I do? Like, did I really do something wrong? But then the thought of it comes to mind, and I think to myself, well, I guess those friends weren't really my friends to begin with, and I kind of got my hopes up, and
Yeah. But everyone you do meet, right, teaches you a lesson, right, about yourself too. But that sadness, it's temporary, and the way you transmute that sadness is to get to know yourself better, and getting to know yourself is more fun. It's way more fun than trying to get to know other people.
True. I do agree with Commander, though. I mean, I do give off those downer vibes in a way, I guess. But
Me too.
Let me say shout out to Didi real quick. Didi. What up, sir? Mr. Gary busted down Brown on the panel too. I'm gonna let Gary. I might add something to the conversation. Yeah. But y'all go ahead. Y'all go rock up.
I do agree with Commander, though. I do give off the downer vibes. I'll admit it.
That's
but only,
temporary, though. That's
yeah,
temporary. You know,
it's
you,
just
you,
to
you, you, you have to let yourself go through it, basically, right? And when you get tired of that, what comes after that is the question.
basically I just kind of let it sink in, and then I try to make sure I'm just like not so dwelled on it to a certain extent, and then then it's just like the next day and then the day after I don't really think too much about it, because and then I tell myself, I'm like, well, maybe there is a reason why they cut me off, and it could be
How do you keep yourself busy? How do you keep yourself busy then?
I work a part-time job. I come home. I take care of my dad. Um, I lost my mom in September last year, so everything's been really
Right,
changing a lot.
Condolences.
right,
I
right. And where you find yourself now, trust me, it's going to be the best thing. Once you overcome that, you're going to look back at it and see how everything was meant to be.
yeah, I daydream about it a lot, and I kind of come to terms with like who I really am and like how I can change myself in a certain perspective. Um, and I know that everyone's I'm sure everyone has a different impression of me and stuff like that, and I don't hold a grudge or anything against nobody about it. I don't get
But that
angry
don't
at
matter.
people and,
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Let's
That
let's
don't
let's
matter.
let's start here. How do you see yourself? Who is Mentexo?
um, music producer, musician. Try to be loving and caring to people, support people, that deserve it, pretty much.
So if that's what you are, what are you trying to change?
Just my perspective of life, to be honest, and how I look at people, and just to see the greater things and not feel too negative about everyone's impression.
What is your genre of choice that you prefer in music?
Basically well, it's a mix of hip hop and rock music and all that kind of stuff.
Hip hop as far as what? Like R&B, rap, what?
Well, R&B, rap, hip hop, old school hip hop and stuff like that.
Well, when you go through I can't I may not be saying this correctly, but bear with me, right? When you said you be sinking, or I think you said something about sinking when you go through the doldrums. When you go through the doldrums, you're sinking with the doldrums. You got to find a way to keep yourself elevated. And that being a musician, you should be finding things that keep your spirits high, right? If you can keep your spirit elevated, you won't be sinking. You'll be able to levitate and elevate your spirit to where you don't have to go through the doldrums too much, right? You have to find out what your weakest link is and try to strengthen it. What do you think your weakest link is?
I was about to say, can I step in real quick?
Yep.
Can I do an exercise with you? I do with my client.
Yeah, sure.
Name 3 positive things about yourself and name 3 negative things about yourself.
3 positives about myself: music, skateboarding,
Those are things you do. I'm talking about positive things about you as a person.
Oh, I'm loving, caring, and supportive.
Now name 3 negative things about yourself.
If I can put it in words, you got me in a tight spot with that one, to be honest. I would say negative, just really not really out seeking, the greater things in life, my emotions, and pretty much just, my first perspective of how I perceive life.
And it's not usually when you do that, when I do this exercise, a lot of times the things kind of contradict one another, but I can almost tell you what your problem is. So all that energy you're giving to somebody else, you need to give it to yourself. You just say you're loving, caring, supportive, but you're not loving, caring, supporting yourself.
I can agree.
No one knows. That's why I told you, like you really do. I think you'll really benefit from isolating yourself somewhere and focus on Mentexo. You know what I'm saying? Like even the way you perceive life like that, and I can be wrong. This is just surface level, but you're perceiving life in a way that people perceive you almost.
True. I'll admit it. I've been very kind of like in my head, sort of in a negative way, looking at myself in a certain perspective, like in a very depressing kind of way. Not saying that I'm like, forgetting about the major, the major things in life that we all, look up to and stuff like that, as far as, responsibilities. But I feel like I've been very drowned into myself and my emotions. I bottle up my emotions and I don't know how to react, sort of deal. So it's just kind of like a mix and match between being happy and then like when I'm by myself, it's just all about daydreaming and then being stuck in my own head and then asking myself, what do other people think about me? Sort of deal.
When you daydream, what do you daydream about?
Just the future, like what I would be doing 10 years from now, if I'm doing the same thing, if things change and if I don't have the necessities to keep myself going, and just kind of thinking about just this the world and society in general and what things will change in a matter of time.
Jug, what's going on, Jug? We see you in the chat. Bear, what's going on?
What up, though, Jug? Yeah, I was over at your channel earlier, checking some videos, checking your shorts and stuff out. But yeah. So, like, when you I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I would definitely you need to focus on you, and like I would write down, like Gary was saying, like what are some things like your perception of life. I mean, when I ask you negative things and the way you perceive things, your emotion, those are not really hard things to work on. As far as your emotions, I would tell you to identify why you feel the way you feel. Like, why do you feel? Like, let me ask you this, why do you care how people look at you?
It's just an insecurity kind of thing, like if I meet somebody for the first time and, it's just like a normal conversation. And then the next day, we conversate again. Maybe that person's got a some sort of an impression of me, of me that they, something that I don't bring to value as far as as a normal friendship. To some
There you
people.
go. There you go. You getting so you how do you perceive your value?
Ooh, I was gonna ask that question. Go ahead.
To perceive my
Do,
values,
do you think you're a valuable person?
I'd say in a sense, I mean, if I could earn someone's trust, and then be friends with them and show them, that, I'm not, that one person that, they think that I would be, sort of deal. I can easily, just conversate and, just kind of just prove that I'm, not that kind of a negative person, sort of deal. And I think I might have to, change my boundaries too, in the same sense too.
But I'm I don't want to get too deep on here with you. I don't want you to feel like exposed or nothing, but I will tell you this, bro. Um, I think me personally, I don't even know you like that, but I think you're a cool person. I think yeah, you add a lot of value to people in their life, but you need to see that. You really need to see it. Don't stop worrying about how people look. People go look at you any way they want to, bro, good or bad. No matter if you're doing good or bad, that's just the reality.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's not even like I was just saying the other day, right? Um, like on this internet, when I first came on here, I was in different sectors, right? And the person I was and what I had to offer, it wasn't valuable to the people in that sector. And it wasn't because it had no value, it was just not valuable to them because that ain't the shit they want. So a lot of times in life, we would put ourselves around people and we will decrease our own value because the traits and the things we have to offer may not be valuable to them. But that don't mean it's not valuable. It's just we're around the wrong people. A lot of times, like if I'm high in moral and value, and I put myself in an environment where people have no morals and value, I will not be valuable in that environment. I won't thrive in that environment. But if I put myself in an environment or around people who have high morals and value, then I'd be very valuable. You see what I'm saying? So
True. Yeah.
sometimes it's not you, bro. It can be the people you're around, and we be trying to please people and be good for people who don't even deserve it, bro. And that can be family or friends, bro. I got some family members, bro. They not worthy of me, bro. I got too much to offer, and they don't love themselves, bro. So they incapable of loving me. So I don't I don't put myself around them. I just don't.
Yeah. I feel like I am still kind of learning about interaction and how I can approach somebody for the first time, and not, you know, give off a certain, well, I wouldn't say vibe, but, just a welcoming kind of, gesture or emotion if I meet new people. And the only thing I want to try to change is not being so stuck on being insecure about how other people look at me or how I look at them. It's just a matter of hanging out with them for a little bit, get to meet them, and I mean, obviously try not to like pinpoint or try to bug them too much, and
Do you
not.
trust yourself?
I say I do in a sense. I do, yeah.
What's the sense that you don't?
Just the main fact that I feel like I let people down in a certain way, and that's like my insecurity telling me like maybe I might have you know said something wrong or something. That
Can you think of a time in your life where you know you let someone down?
Well, there was somebody I met in high school, and it was a music group, and we would go over to their house. It was a whole studio set up, and there was this girl that was over there, and I didn't have a ride back home, so I asked her if I gave her $10, she would drive me back home. But I didn't have the money, but I would pay her the next time I see her. And so she gave me a ride home, and I made sure that she sent me a text message so I had her number. And so the next day I saw her, and I was like, crap, I totally forgot her money. And not knowing that she was going to either be like, don't worry about it, just do it next time. But she actually got really angry. And, I really did feel bad. I not only let her down, but I, kind of just was kind of slacking on it a little bit. And she didn't really take too kind to that. And days and days after that, I made sure that she got her money and trying to make sure that she felt comfortable and that she wasn't upset and that we were still friends, and I kind of got the feeling that she thought that I was using her just for a ride, but it wasn't really technically that in a way. But I feel like I let her down, because I made a promise to her and I didn't really fulfill that promise like I told her. So it was.
Man, so I'm gonna tell you this, bro. You are a very nice fucking person, bro.
Yeah, you nicer than me.
You uber nice, man. And
yeah, you nicer than me.
You need a man. You ever punch somebody in the mouth?
I've never fought in my life, to be honest. I've never been in a fist fight.
Man, you need to punch somebody in the mouth, bro. You need to get off on somebody. You are and I'm not being funny, bro. You are a very nice person, and so they have this thing in psychology called ultralistic.
Bond, what's going on, Bond?
What up, Bond? You ever heard of ultralistic?
I have not, to be honest. No.
They call it the martyr. I keep saying martyr. The martyr syndrome, where you always put other people's needs before your own, and even when people wrong you, like this is some stories you share. It's like even when people wrong you, bro, you feel bad for people wronging you, and you have to focus on you, bro. You can build yourself any way you want to, but you have to worry about mental first. Stop worrying about how people look at you, bro. Accept this. Just accept this. This is a fact. And I guarantee you, anybody who hit the panel, anybody in the chat will agree with it. People will look at you the way they want to, no matter what you do, good or bad, bro. That's just how people will do. People who appreciate you, they will let you know that. If you do good or bad, bro, they'll be like, shit, okay, yeah, you fucked up, but we still like you. You know what I'm saying? If people don't like you, even if you do good, they're going to be like, you could have did better. That's just how people are. You can't control that. The only thing you can control is mental. So you have to build, I know you have confidence, right? Because when I asked you good things about yourself, you talked about what you do. And I said, no, what are you? So you have confidence. You have confidence in the things you do, but you need self-esteem. And that's how you perceive yourself. And a lot of times people perceive themselves how others perceive them. That's the one part about self-esteem. Like when I work on clients, that's what I have to, it's hard, because I don't know how old you are, but that's a habit most people got. They perceive their self-esteem is predicated upon how others view them. And we call that outside validation. That's why I tell people don't ever seek validation. Always seek confirmation. If a person tell you something good about yourself, then fine. But don't go looking for people to say nice shit about you, because you will find that, but you will have the adverse effect when people don't say the nice things about you. You know, there's an adverse effect too. So you definitely is you know, usually people, I'm pretty sure if you go to a psychologist, they will diagnose you with the ultralistic personality. I'm pretty sure they would. Just listening to you, even asking those questions. Like, you are a caring, loving, supportive person to other people, but when you look at yourself, you the way you perceive things, the way you feel about things. You see what I'm saying? It's more about the outside than the inside. You need to reverse that and make it more about the inside. And the more you build yourself, the more you attract people like that. You'll attract the people who appreciate those good quality values in you. You know, but you got to have them for yourself first, bro.
Definitely. And another thing too, I
Random
felt
dude.
like
I don't know you, bro. My bad. Random doofus, you got to show your face. There's somebody in the back named Random Doofus. I ain't in the mood to play with nobody right now. Is that Judd? I don't know who Random Doofus is. If you can't show yourself,
but
I ain't gonna put you on the screen, bro. I just need to see you in person. Because that just sounds like a name that's gonna try to show me something I ain't even trying to see. I'm good.
I didn't even see that. But one quick thing before I go though, I felt like getting out of my comfort zone has started to trigger a lot of people to look at me differently as well. And that's kind of another thing too. I was going to mention. I probably should be more considerate about how I act, and because I mean, I'll be honest. Like I know I'm like as gullible, and you know I can be, you know, as funny and stuff like that. But there's, you know, comes a time like if you know, like a group of people are playing a video game or something, you know, I have that funny humor that comes out of me, and it's just not. I've noticed that it's just not a. It's I don't know how to explain that word, but it's not appealing. I would say it's not. It's nothing appealing to anybody, and I feel like that is one of my main issues. I should probably stay more into my own lane and figure out my own concept of, you know, how I, you know, manage to conversate with people, and just make sure to keep a conversation, you know, going, and try to relate to people as well.
I think most people have a problem with not taking other people in consideration like you're doing, but then, you know, there's a balance, bro. You know, like Gary be telling me, like, look, man, your intent don't trump people feeling, and that's fact. Like, I can intend to do all the right things, and people can still feel a certain way about it. But I take people into consideration, but they don't trump me. Nobody trumps me, bro. Like, I'm straight. I'm good. I did that. I was like, I ain't gonna say I was like you, but I was similar to you. I was very similar. And I always put myself behind the 8 ball, bro. And then when I start respecting and loving myself more, then more people start respecting and loving me similar. Like, if you don't got respect for yourself, bro, ain't nobody gonna respect you. If you ain't got love for yourself, ain't nobody gonna love you, bro.
And that's
You ain't gonna demand it from nobody. Like, it's not even a demand. Like, I command that shit. Like, if people, like, you see, I'm a cool dude. I talk to anybody. We had conversation. I do all that. You know what I'm saying? Random people I don't even know. But as soon as you disrespect me, I'm done with you. I'm straight. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I don't play that shit. And the more you create that boundary like that, the less people come over, you know, the less beneficial people come into your room. My circle, bro, I used to have a lot of friends. I ain't got that many no more, bro. I ain't got that many no more.
Hold on,
Stoic in the building.
I see you, Stoic. But let me ask this question to Mantexo real quick. Word.
Real quick, and I got you. Random doofus, bro. If you're not gonna show who you are, bro, I'm not gonna put your face on the screen, but we don't know you. You didn't even type in my chat, bro. If you can't show yourself in the back, just leave, because I'm gonna ban your ass. Like, that shit weird, bro. You still in the back chat, bro. That's what I'm saying. All these weird ass people. I'm gonna vent after y'all. There's some weird ass people on here, bro. Just show yourself or kick rocks, bro. You can't see it. You ain't gonna be able to see it unless I let them up on the thing. But it's just this motherfucker been sitting here for about 5-10 minutes. You don't want to show who you is. You didn't type in my chat. Like, you fucking weird, bro. I know you ain't putting up.
Yeah, he's a troll. That's what it says.
See it. See what? Damn.
He said, "Damn, I was gonna troll you with the whatever joke, but that shit is deep.
Man.
But keep preaching to the choir, my man. I don't know what that means. All right,
yeah, man, that shit weird, bro. I don't like trolls, bro. I think trolls don't got no direction or nothing in life, bro. This is a self-development channel. We come here to do better.
Yeah, I ain't even listening to that right now. Word, that's your decision.
Bro, I talk shit. Well, go ahead, y'all. Go ahead, rock up.
Mantexo, what does love feel like to you?
Love is very, very strong word, and I feel like love comes in all sorts of ways. I feel like love is a drug, you know, and once you feel that that sense, you know, it could be friends, it could be like a significant other or somebody that you're dating. I mean, love is just like probably the most, you know, the most happiest, grateful feeling that anybody could have, you know, to feel. And with love in life in general, you know, love can go, you know, so many ways, and you know, it can go far, but it really, it can really hurt a lot of people, you know, especially if you fall in love, you know, that definitely can affect you. But definitely the way that I look at love is just being happy, and you know, making sure that that anyone you see, you know, if you're doing a good deed, you know, just show the love and appreciation, and you know, and just do that in life, and I'm sure life will go a long ways.
Okay, so what you have a tendency to satisfy people, right? You satisfying people is draining you for even feeling the sensation of love. I don't think, well, oh God, this is gonna sound crazy. I don't think you truly know what love is because you're doing the acts of it, right? You're doing the acts of it, so it's not the same as feeling it or receiving it for yourself. So because you are you're running on fumes as far as loves go, right? Because if you continuously give it out, there's nobody to refuel it in you. So I don't think you truly know what love is because you so busy trying to satisfy everybody. A satisfaction is not a love contribution, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, for example, the way you love music
is the way you're supposed to receive love for yourself. You see how much you give that energy of music and so on and so forth? You're supposed to be receiving love in that capacity, right? I don't think that you are receiving it because you're so busy trying to satisfy everybody else, and they don't have to reciprocate it to you because you're looking for their approval and not their genuineness of emotional love or feelings of love. I think I don't know the best way for you to work on like a love exercise. I would leave that, to Word if he has a idea or a situation to where you can feel find a way to self love yourself. I just think that you pour out so much that you're on fumes, so you wouldn't know what love was if love was coming to you. If it does come to you, I think it would be a foreign thing to you because you're so willing to help everybody else that you wouldn't know how to embrace the love that someone has for you if they were trying to give it to you.
That actually makes sense. Yeah. That it'd be a different way for me to to give back the love, in a sense of if I'm being friends with somebody, and and we're doing the normal thing, hanging out, chilling, playing video games, doing whatever, and if they show me the kind of love, if they help me out, sort of deal, I always try to repay that same thing back, in return, to show them that that I care, and try to be the best person I can. But I agree, I don't really know exactly, the actual feeling of love. I mean, I've never had been loved on a certain sense.
Let me ask you a question. Your parents love you, right?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, so you know the feeling of love, bro. But I'm gonna tell you what the problem. I'm telling you what the problem is, and this is. I'm actually think about this, bro. I get paid $45 for talking to people like this for 30 minutes. So what I'm doing now, this is actually love. Like I got mad love for you, bro. And what I'm telling you is, you need to love yourself. Even what he's saying, you converted it back to other people. If I'm around other people, bro, it ain't about other people. It's about you. It's about you. Until you love yourself, ain't nobody gonna even be capable of loving you, bro. That's. I'm just telling you some real shit. Until you love, your parents can do it because they had you. You know what I'm saying? Your family can do it because of their family. But everybody else, they ain't gonna be able to love you, bro. Until you learn how to love yourself. It has to be about you. Don't think about treating people good. If you treat yourself good, you ain't gonna have no other choice but to treat people good. If you love yourself, you ain't gonna have no choice but to love other people.
I agree. Yeah.
So it has to be about mentexa, and the more you make it about mentexa, the more that you will fill yourself up to you overflow. Everyone will benefit from you loving yourself. You see what I'm saying?
And with that overflow, it'll be very easy for you to be receptive of it because it'll be of a value to. When something is of value, it gives back to you, right? So, for example, when your parents love you, it gives you you give it back to them. Why? Because it's a genuine thing. So it's easy for you to receive what they're giving you, right? And when you don't know how to receive it from nowhere else, your bank is going to be closed, right? Like somebody may turn around and tell you, this is this is criticism about you. This is not criticism. This is something to where we're trying to help you to love yourself, because all anyone can do is add to you, right? They can add love to you. They can add compassion to you. They can't give you something that you should already have. And if you don't have it, you will not know how to receive it. So that's why I'm saying you have to, I don't know. Well, your dad is still alive, right? I believe that's what you said, right? Now,
Yep.
the love that you give him, right? You can't get that from nowhere else. So embrace that and let it resonate within you. So when somebody, because everybody could say I love you, but the action behind those words is going to be the confirmation that you need if it's genuine or not. Right? If someone is consistently telling you to be the best version of yourself, if they're helping you to become the best version of yourself, you should have a love towards them, because for the first time in your life, you're not giving the love, you're receiving it. It's going to be a different thing for you, because you're not giving it. And it's not for satisfactory reasons. It's a different feeling than you trying to satisfy somebody, right? It's going to be like, you know what? I truly believe that these people, even if it's not love in the actual case, right? Like a like or a care, because caring is a part of love. So maybe if you say, you know what? These people are they care about me because they're taking the time to have this conversation with me. So now I got to do the work to add the love to myself. And then when I add it, only thing that anybody else can do is help me to add more to myself. You understand? You see what I'm saying? But the first, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I hear. Yeah.
Yeah, so the first step that you're going to have to take is to understand what the feeling of love is for you, because we could tell you what love is, but if it doesn't hit you the way that we're saying it, you may not receive it, because it's not the way it's being told to you, because you're a different person. We could say, well, love feels like this, butterflies in your stomach, this, that, and the third. And if you don't feel the butterflies in your stomach, you may not think it's love. You may think that's not how I gain love. You have to figure out how love is going to be received by you. We can give you the advice, we could tell you what it is, but until you are willing to receive it, you may not be able to embrace it.
That's a very good point. Yeah.
Lady at the 9. What up, though?
But I think the only thing I need to work on is self-love and basically balancing emotions and trying not to.
What emotions do you feel you need to balance?
Just like negative, negative and positive. Depression, a little bit. Trying to make sure I'm not like, I'm not thinking too much at once, and then I'm just like starting to just like freak out and like lash out or something like that. I mean needless to say, I probably need to find some people in my life that I can relate to and that I can talk to, and and I also should probably need to work more on coping with how I look at things and not
I'm gonna get.
tied
I'm
up.
gonna give you. I'm gonna give you a key. Whenever you think, ask yourself why. Why am I thinking this? Why do I feel like this? Why you have to describe and define things? You have to you have to be aware of how you feel and why you feel that way. Because a lot of times it's from outside stimulus. It's not even you. It's from outside of you. And once you understand and define that, why you feel that way, that's when you can take action and change it. But until you're aware of why you feel the way you feel, you ain't gonna be able to change shit, bro. I'm telling you. But that's up where you got the right track. And then the biggest thing is you actually have the desire to fix things, and you're aware. So you like halfway there, bro. It's just defining and taking action.
Definitely. Yeah,
Just
it'll,
define
it'll,
it. And that's the process. And then don't even let that make you feel bad, bro. That's the process that everyone has to go through in life. You know, everyone has to. We do it all at different times, but it's definitely necessary because we try to find ourselves within the world. You know what I'm saying? So in doing that, you have different encounters with people, and a lot of times those encounters contradict, your perception of how life should be. The hardest part is to accept things for what they are. But once you do, that's when you actually can take control and actually put yourself in different environments, put yourself in better situations, circumstances. But if you just like I said, really think about that self love because you definitely have an altruistic personality where you put other people before you, and that's why we suffer the most. People like that suffer the you empath, but people like that suffer the most, man.
true, and I'm sure everyone wants to live a nice, peaceful life, and have a decent friend group, and everyone wants to get along with one another and not have to worry about toxic, and personalities or people holding a grudge and stuff like that, and as scary as life is, I kind of, I think way too much out of the box when it comes to what life
Commander
has to offer.
backstage.
Oh, my bad. I thought I was already.
She came
My
up and then
bad.
she dropped.
Oh, my bad. Frankie Blanco, what up, though? My
Yeah,
bad.
Frankie.
What up,
My bad,
Frankie?
Frankie. He was flowing. We were trying to let him get it off. My fault. I seen you though.
Sorry, I dropped on accident. Sorry, Mentexo. Go ahead,
That's
finish
okay.
up.
No, I'm just saying, I'm sure people want to live a nice, peaceful life and not have to worry about people holding a grudge, not have to worry about, getting into a verbal argument and having all this drama and all this stuff,
Who's
and
holding the grudges? You or other people? Or both?
oh no, I'm speaking in like life in general, I'm just
Oh, okay.
the aspect of life. Um, Basically, I just want to be myself and work on myself and just make sure that I'm very well balanced and make sure that I'm taking the right steps to better myself. And I quit drinking alcohol, so that's a big step there.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
That's
awesome.
That's a good result. That's a good result.
I want y'all to look at this real quick, bro. Let me see. Can y'all see that this dude is still back here backstage?
I seen it. I'm reading everything. I don't even know
I
what's
ain't
going
even
on.
reading it.
I read it.
His commenting.
This shit crazy.
His commenting.
Streaming this too, bro. I genuinely appreciate it. Got a little. Oh damn, you speak, man. I don't know.
He says I was probably raised in a relatively abusive family. I've never been abused by my family. I'm sorry.
I love it. Oh shit, I relate to the same extent thing. Oh shit, you say you might be a cool person. We just don't know you, bro. You ain't typing in the chat, man. You gotta
I
type
think
in the
he's
chat.
trying too hard to get on panel to troll. That's what I think.
Yeah, I
He's
don't
trying
know.
every which way. You notice he's trying every which way. How come you're not
I,
in the chat, bro, where everyone can see your
yeah,
comments?
yeah,
I don't know why
exactly.
he thought I was raised by an abusive
He's,
family. Oh,
he's a troll. He's a troll.
This is why I think Mentexo, I see him like maybe benefiting from like hitting some punching bag, going to the gym, kind of getting some of that stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, from the people that you feel like you've given to that maybe hurt you. I don't know why I see that. I see him punching the bag, saying
Yeah,
"fuck you, bitch." Just let it all
yeah,
out. Just let it all out because there's got to be some
me,
sort of anger. We all have we all have feelings, and I think sometimes when we're kind to people and we feel like we don't get it back or we feel like we've been wronged, like there is some
mm-hmm.
anger, I believe, also in that too.
I would say this honestly. I don't think he's below. I think he's in that sad, depressive state.
Yeah,
Anger
yeah,
is
Yeah.
upper on the emotional scale. So you have to get out of those states to get to the anger. You know, once
Yeah.
you get to the anger, that's when shit start changing. You know, but he got to
Yes.
get to that point. That's why I asked him, like, damn, you ever hit
Yes.
somebody in the mouth, bro? Like,
That let's go. Let's go.
yeah,
Go for a run.
yeah, it's
Kind of
okay.
activate.
Me
You
and
should
Mentexo's on the same boat. We're on the same boat, Mentexo.
instead. I'm gonna tell you this, brother. Instead of being depressed and sad, bro, get to the anger part, man. It's okay to be angry.
Get
Angry is
angry.
good, bro. Yeah, that's when you really make shit change, bro. But that
That's
sad,
true.
I don't even go to that state, bro. I don't go down there no more. I don't get sad
Yeah.
or depressed about shit. I get pissed. You know, I stay at that anger state, bro. You got to get up to that, and when you get to that, that's when shit gonna start shaking and moving. But
That's
yeah,
That's where
actually
the
true.
that's where the improvement comes in at, right? Because the anger is going to be the darkest stage that you going to be in, and once you
It's
get to
gonna be
that
the
point,
action.
yeah, once you get to that darkest spot, you're going to see that little glimmer of light that's going to allow you to find your way
Mm-hmm.
from the anger to the peace, from the peace to the
Mm-hmm. That's
love,
right.
to the
That's right.
to the humbleness, right? Like I said, you so busy trying to satisfy people that you're literally working on fumes. That's where the depression comes in. But once the anger comes in, you'll be sick and tired of the bullshit that you're going through.
Yep.
And once you be
Yep.
sick and tired of it, you're gonna say, "This is why I need to feel this anger. I need this anger because I'm tired of feeling the way that I feel." And when you feel
Yeah,
that
you got
way,
to crash out.
all of these things, you ain't even gotta crash. You just gotta be angry. You ain't gotta crash out. Like if he sheds it like right now, if he's shedding a tear right now, is resonating with him, right? Now he gotta figure out how to put it into action.
I love it.
Like
I love it.
he has to find a way to put that into action before the depressive state comes back and takes control of it. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
He's like he might be frustrated, but he's not angry as word is saying, because the frustration is always going to be with the depression, but the anger is going to say, you know what, I need to kick this shit right the hell out of here now.
Yes, get angry. You gotta yell. You gotta
That's
move
the
that
best
body. You
film.
gotta vocalize it if you have to. Like
Like
It's
one
cuss
day,
someone
action.
out.
one day he likes to
It's
say, I
called
can't
action.
take this shit no more. Ah!
Yep.
Then people be looking at him, what the fuck wrong with him?
Crash
He's
out.
angry now. He's angry. He's not even crashing out. He just angry. It's like, I did that. Okay. Now I see something different now. Okay, let me go ahead and do that. Right? Because
That's
he's
true.
so he's so busy working on music. The music calms him from the depression, but it doesn't break him through with the anger. You see what I'm saying? It keeps him where he's at. It keeps him in a sad way. It balances out his depression. It keeps him there, but it's like, all right, I think this one may work. Nah, you gotta keep going. You gotta push. You gotta
What do you
push
think,
back.
Mentexo? Can you get angry?
It's yeah, I could. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Say it
Okay.
for real. Say it for
I want to
real.
hear it. I want to hear it. I want to hear you say, "Fuck that bitch." Fuck
You got
her.
me fucked up.
fuck this shit.
There you go. Say it louder. Say it louder.
Fuck this shit.
Yes.
There
Fuck
you
this
go.
Clip
shit.
that.
This is bullshit.
You gotta clip that.
and you know, every step that you make towards that anger stage is going to be it may be a little heavy for you, but once you take the steps, it'll feel a little lighter, right? It's like, all right, cool. It's just like when you make the music, right? You take that note. Once you get that note, you're right. What's the next note that goes with that? And then when you get all the notes together, you make a beautiful song, right? It's the same way for you to come into that anger stage to get away from that depression. Take the steps that you need that harmonizes your steps together. When you do that, there will be an improvement. I don't like change because I've never heard, like I tell word already know. I've never heard nobody improve for the worse. You can change for the worse, but you can never improve to be worse. That's not possible, right? So when you start to improve, you'll start to see things working in the way that you know it needs to go, right? Because right now you might want to be angry, but you need to be angry to break this depression off of you.
Definitely. Yeah, there'll become a time where that will happen eventually, and I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna start
Get angry.
crashing out, yelling, and
Well, you don't gotta hurt nobody now. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
saying work it
Not
out in the
not
gym
not
or something, or like go for a run,
yeah.
or like do
Not
something like
not destructive.
push-ups.
Not destructive.
Put it put
You
it
gonna
into
find
Destructive.
put it into music
listen,
form.
bro.
Put it into music
Listen,
form.
bro.
Go ahead,
Check
Will.
this out, bro. You gonna find you some thick cheeks and take it out on that.
Somewhat.
Timu.
Say, what'd you say, Timu?
Timu.
Don't mind,
That,
don't
that,
mind
that,
me.
that's code word.
Now there are some people who are chemically imbalanced and like could use some vitamins, maybe for some
Get
magnesium
in
and
the
kind of like
sun.
holistic stuff or actual like pharmaceutical medication. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that's you, but sometimes people need something because they're chemically imbalanced. I don't know.
Trust me, when that anger hits, there's gonna be a shift in your whole body, right? It's gonna be like, wait a minute, I'd never felt this way before. Yeah, because there's a shift, there's an elevation that's occurring in your life. Because people think that angry is just a negative connotation, but it breaks you into a positive aspect, right? You know,
That's right.
like I tell people all the time, your darkest stage. Guess what? Guess what came out of the dark stage? You did. There's no light in the womb. There's no light when you are developing yourself. You in straight darkness. But when you are ready when you are ready to come out, you'll see a light. You're gonna follow the light to your breakthrough. That's when your breakthrough is gonna happen, right?
What's your light, Caroline?
Coming to the light, man, tech. So, and when you come into the light, you will be ready to, I say that adversity makes you diverse, right? And I say that because you've been through a lot of things in life.
Yeah.
The problem is that you don't know what the results of the situation, what it was, so you can't be diversified in it. That's why you're continuously going through the same situation over and over and over. I'm doing the right thing, but I'm not seeing the results that I need to see. It's because you're doing it as a routine and not a lesson to be learned from it. You see what I'm saying? If you're not learning from it, you're going to continuously do the same thing.
Definitely, yeah. I'm gonna.
I'm listening to Mentecto. This is for you and for me.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take some note and definitely absorb the information. And
You're already doing it. Yeah, you're already doing it. So you're on the right steps. So that's all you need to know. Work from there.
definitely, yeah.
Hey, and the
Yeah,
fact that you're opening up, like you say you care what people
Hmm.
think, but you're opening up, so
Hmm.
obviously you're opening yourself up to
Hmm.
judgment and you
Hmm.
don't care.
That's right.
And you don't
That's
care.
right. That's
What about
right.
say?
But I
Wow.
He
think you're
got some
awesome in tech,
real.
so
I
Yeah,
appreciate
Yeah.
I
I
know
do,
y'all.
guys.
Yeah, that's my boy. That's why I stopped the show to talk to him. Take care. He's a real one. Man. I appreciate it. Let me play stoic music real quick. I gotta respect the money.
Yeah.
Respect the money.
Actually,
Hey.
I,
The key word is consistency, right? Yeah, consistency is hard work. Hard work. Sometimes you just want to crash out. Sometimes you just want to crash out.
Here you go, bro. In my bathrobe, doing the thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes you just want to crash out. Sometimes you just want to crash out. Sometimes you just want to crash out. The key word is consistency, right? Girl.
I'm reading the back check. Oh, damn. I
do
feel
have to.
bad for not letting this dude up.
No, I mean,
nah.
listen. Nah, I mean, listen. At the end of the day, I felt the same way, right? But you cannot open yourself up to something that you don't know. If you don't know, you don't know. There's no reading of a situation. You doing everything you're supposed to do. If he wants to help, he has to go through the process of receiving the help. You just can't just come up here. This is not all right. We running through the door. This door is different. We can't see you through the door. We got tent. We can't see you.
This ain't entertainment.
Sure ain't entertainment because this is real situation, right? We're actually showing here that we're trying to. Okay, Ace Tone, that's who you are, Ace Tone. Okay, that's what's up. Appreciate you. Um, this
What
is
happened?
this is this is
What's going on?
somebody's real situation. Nah, it's somebody named Ace Tone. This is somebody's
Oh,
real
okay.
situation. We can't play with that. We can't allow that to be interrupted with things that we're not certain of, right? We're trying to help somebody to resolve a situation. We're trying to allow this young man to have a solution. We're trying to guide him to a solution to a problem that he feels that he have. We can't play
Yeah.
with everybody right now.
Just
it's,
keep coming back.
it's no
Keep coming back,
disrespect.
be in the chat,
we know we
and
know
then
we see your
you'll
name,
work
Ace
your way
Tone.
up to
If that's who you was in the background, we appreciate you for subbing up. But under
acetone.
acetone, that's what that is. That says Ace Tone. I don't even I
Um,
see Ace and Tone. But anyway, this is
I thought it said that's so good.
y'all so silly. But I can't stand y'all. But the fact of the matter is, this is somebody that supports on a consistent basis. So it's not an obligation. This is something that we feel humble enough because he feels comfortable enough to tell us what his situation is,
Yeah.
right? So it's it's like we owe him that because if
Yes.
we're trying to make you feel comfortable to come out and have the conversation, we can't
I
then
ain't
turn
coming
around and
out.
play with somebody.
I
We
ain't
can't play
coming
with
out.
somebody we don't know. It's no disrespect to whoever you are. It's the respect of somebody really putting their life issue on the table. on the live.
Mhm.
We can't play with it. It's no disrespect to you. That's why we just, show your face. If you show your face, you could have been involved with the conversation.
I mean, I understand
Not
now.
even then.
He was saying, he's 17, and that's fact. That's who 17 and autistic. I mean,
Okay.
I understand.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know the
appreciate you.
background. I didn't understand the
Yeah,
background.
no,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I
So I
was just reading
apologize if I'm out of line.
yeah, I was just reading the chat. But it definitely come through. This is what this is, my self-development channel. And that's what we do, bro. We're here to help people. But, there's YouTube, so sometimes we get some people who come through and, do crazy stuff. Man, I ain't about that. I ain't got no time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. But yeah, if you come over and get the word, bro, the word will be here to give it to you. Definitely. Definitely here to give you the word, bro.
And
Well,
go ahead, man. Texo.
I do love you guys. I have to head out. It's 2 in
Alright.
the morning here.
Much love, man, Texo.
I appreciate you guys hearing me out, and
Yeah, take it easy, bro.
for
You
sure,
got
for
this.
sure.
Always love, bro. Always love, bro. Always.
All right, much love, man. See you guys.
Much love. Appreciate you, man. Take care.
See ya.
Yes, sir.
He's
For
a
sure.
real one. And Texo's a real one.
Yo, yeah, that's a real one. Oh, for sure, Acetone, A-Stone. What did he give Stone? A-Stone?
A-Stone. Ain't no acetone.
Acetone.
A-Stone.
I thought you said H-tone at first.
No, not H-Town. Shout out to Houston then. Nah, but like it is crazy. Now look what just occurred, right?
Mm-hmm.
We was just talking on the sports channel. Now, what if Word don't go? Yo, you know what? Shout out to Mrs. Word. That's why we love Mrs. Word. Sometimes she be picking up on things that happen. I don't want to hear what you guys say right now. Don't try to shoot down Mrs. Word right now.
No, man, she was the reason why. My wife the reason she ain't want me in the room.
Let's go.
So
she granted him. She granted him the. What did you tell me yesterday? She granted him the ability to be here.
Yeah, because I wasn't going. I was about to go, boy.
Yeah.
I was about to go transmute some energy, beat some bongos.
You was about to, you was about to do all that, and she like, nah, I ain't got time for that. She ain't got time for that.
I don't care what she got time for.
She said get it on a late night creep.
I'm being nice right now. That's it. I'm just being nice. I don't care what she.
Anybody got time for that?
Damn it.
Nah, but that's crazy. We was having a conversation, and then the conversation becomes real, and hopefully it was received, right?
You know what that reminds me of?
What happened?
It reminds me of me. When I hear someone speak like this, I'm like, oh shit, you sound like me, right? And I've been coming here for a few weeks now, maybe a month or so, and I'm not the same person. Well, whatever it is, I'm not the same person then. I can tell you that, 100%.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. The thing is you putting in the work, right? You're receiving the tools that's being on display. You're now working the tools in your life. If it's working for you, you will know it, right? You'll see the improvement, even if we don't have to, even if we don't validate it. You can still confirm the tools are working in your life. We see it, but we want you to confirm it in yourself, because your test is no longer a test. Now it's a testimony. Well, I put this in motion and this is what occurred. Well, damn, Stoic, you might as well, I tell you all the time, you might as well change your name. You ain't Stoic no more. You about to be something else.
because the work that you're
Yeah, I
doing is
mean,
no longer going to make you stoic. It's going to
that's for
improve
sure.
on your.
That's for sure.
I don't even know if stoicness is a word, but I'm gonna use it now. It's going to improve on that. So
100%. And what really cuts me about all these topics, it really harkens deep within ourselves, all these issues we are all going through. And people who aren't going through this act differently. Their whole mannerism is very different, and you can see it in them that they're living life properly, right? So results. That's all I'm about now. Just results.
consistency
all
is
this
the key.
Yeah, all this wisdom and knowledge, it really is nothing. What does it mean if you don't practice it? Practice is action. To me, that's it. So I used to be the one that has all the wisdom and knowledge, but it's pointless having all this because if that don't match what in the world you're in, that's a different story. There's something happening, and yeah, these conversations change a nation.
Hey, so picking up on everything I'm saying, bro. That shit dope. That shit dope, man.
But that's what and it's crazy because I tell Word this all the time. I'm like, okay, it can be frustrating, right? Because trust me, when you feel like nothing is being received, you feel like you're doing this for no reason. There's no improvement. We're not talking about number wise. We're talking about in people's actions. When you don't see it, it becomes frustrating. But I always tell them, I say, okay, what's the point of having this if you're not going to share it? If you put it on the table,
That's right.
somebody's going to pick it up. And if they pick it up, they may use it. If not, they'll put it somewhere else where somebody else could use it. So that's why I always say one could reach 1,000, right? This conversation tonight, we all put our genuineness into the conversation. Now it's up to Mentexo to be the one to receive it and apply it to whatever he's going to apply it to in his life. This is truly a shout out to Word because this is his Venting Friday idea. Nobody gave this to him. He gave this.
That's true.
He brought this up, right? Now,
it's Mrs. Word. It's Mrs. Word.
No, Mrs. Word made him go live today. This is his idea for venting.
I thought it was supposed to be weird, wacky, crazy, something.
Yeah,
angriness.
that wasn't even supposed to be on this
weird,
channel.
wild. What is it? Weird,
wild, and wacky. Weird, wild, or wacky. And that was he ain't even had the video for that today anyway, right? Where he at?
Y'all got it all wrong. It's weird, wild, or wicked.
Whatever. Where the video?
Yeah, it was supposed to be Weird, Wild, and Wicked Wednesdays, but then it was like, my cousin died, so I'm like, I'm not in the mood for it. So I moved it, and I didn't realize I moved it to today. I thought I moved it to yesterday or tomorrow. So somebody got echo. Is that me?
What?
Echo.
Is there an echo?
Somebody popping up.
Echo. I don't hear anything.
Uh-oh.
Who that?
You your soul get taken over at Speakeasy, now you over here? I seen y'all debate.
Were you watching this? Hey,
don't do me like that, bro.
Word. I as usual, I won that debate and got voted off.
I'm waiting for you in the chat, bro. I did vote for you. I thought you made relevant points.
Thank you, bro. I didn't even agree with my own point. I was just doing it for the sake of what happens is sometimes like no, me and Speak agree on most things. So when someone pays
Pretty
for a
much.
debate between us, we have to find a way to disagree on something. So I'll take the other side just to make the argument, and it also helps me to sharpen my sword.
I thought you
When
made
you
any
argue,
complaint. You know what? When he compared, what did he compare it with heroin? Like because if it feels good, or if it, yeah, I was gonna compare it to like shit guns. I would have compared it like shit. All the adverse effect guns have, and we still got them. Why you can't have prostitution? I don't believe in prostitution either, but I mean, if we gonna
no,
argue, I'm not
no,
opposed
same
to
here. I don't either, but I just think that bringing the law into personal interactions is a bad idea.
yeah,
What about paying for it?
definitely.
Is paying for it? What about paying for it?
Oh my gosh, Stoic.
No,
I think paying
well,
for, I think you paying for sex. I think you weird. That's just a real. I grew up with a pimp. Like I literally got an uncle for a pimp. So he told me not
hey,
to pay
listen,
for a hole. So
I'll,
I ain't paying for shit.
I compared it to like paying for a massage.
Oh
I'll
hell
do a
no.
flex. I'll do a flex.
No. No.
I don't need to pay for no. I don't need to pay for no sex because there's a line. There's a queue.
I'm too damn good to be paying. I'm gonna get paid. Fuck that.
You're paying me.
Right, I'm getting paid. When somebody getting some money, and of course, I mean, I always feel like females will get more than me anyway.
Look,
You're just
I
skipping
can't.
paying for dinner. You're just paying straight forward. Like,
No,
just skip the
100%.
dinner.
no, that
Commander.
ain't the same because I gotta eat
You
too.
pay them to leave. You pay them to
Yeah,
leave.
Commander. There is an argument. It's actually cheaper. It's actually cheaper to go to a hooker, right? because once you pay for dinner and you do a bit of this and you go to the fun park and you like that's a bit of coin. It's actually cheaper to just go to a hooker. And
And you
friend
gotta
of
act
mine
like
once
you're interested in the conversation and whatnot.
the emotional investment, correct? A friend of mine,
Not really.
friend of mine once said to me, you don't pay a hooker for sex. You pay her to go away afterwards.
Yeah. You don't want no drama. You don't want no drama.
Yeah, look, I'm being a bit crude, but I was kind of making a point, which was if you want to, I asked Speakeasy like at the wrong time. I asked him at the end of the debate instead of the start, define sex work, and I said to him, here's a scenario: a guy and a girl go on a date. She expects he's going to pay for the meal and pay for the wine and pay for the cat and pay for all that, and he expects they're going to hook up. By his definition, that would have been prostitution. So you want the government involved in that? My argument was no. Leave the government out of it. Let people work it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, there's always a kind of an exchange between intersexual relationships. There's always some kind of exchange. But don't define it. I'm not saying he was doing that. But I'm against...
It doesn't have to be about that.
Yeah, it's part of it, but it's... Yeah, it's part of it. It's part of it, though, because no girl is going to let you do that unless she believes that you're kind of worthy. And what does worthy mean? Worthy means you're going to protect me, you're going to provide for me. It sounds transactional, but it's just common sense.
Y'all weird, man. I'm telling you, bro. Women look at me. I get treated like meat, bro. Like motherfuckers wear some sweatpants, bro. Motherfuckers, the women turn to men.
Yeah, here's the thing. I haven't had sex in a long time. So I'm not advocating for it. But if you can get it and you can buy it, you might as well. But OF and all that, OF and all that is very...
Do not go near OF, bro. That's cancer, right? But I do understand. I've been there myself. There's a phrase that somebody once told me. It's called skin hungry, right? People get skin hungry.
Right.
So I've been there.
I've been there myself, where I've been single for a long time, and I'm good natured. I've got good intentions, but I would just like to lie on top of a woman. Is that a bad thing? I can spend $150 and right. Well, morally, it's kind of wrong, but at the same time, can you blame someone for feeling that way?
No.
I call that sexual immaturity.
It's human nature.
It's sexually immature.
Yeah, I think the word's probably right, but damn,
It's someone's nature. That doesn't mean it's human nature.
well, you do have to be careful with you've got to be careful with human nature, because that's almost like making a biological essentialist argument that I feel these urges and these drives and therefore they're correct. You've got to be careful about that.
That's why I said it's someone's nature. It's not human nature.
I don't know about that, Gary. I think it is human nature that men and women want to, get together and do the the horizontal dance. Yeah.
I guess
that's human nature. Yeah, it is, bro.
It's called Indoor Olympics.
Indoor Olympics. You're swinging from the chandeliers, girl.
They ain't for everybody.
Hey, we might get a 17. We gotta be cautious. Like we might have a 17-year-old. That's not like legal.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's someone's nature. It's someone's nature. It's not human nature. Because if we understand, a human can change his natural side of things. It's not automatic.
This is true. So all the seven guilts, you can transcend that. Yeah, basically.
Somebody wanted to debate me on if you can change can a person change their nature? Damn, I forgot who that was. I wanted to debate that. I really did. Who the fuck was that?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I think
I would say yes.
I forgot who.
I would say yes.
I think I was up there with you when it happened.
We have to go to Speakeasy, and then you bring up the topic, and then you debate whoever's up for it. I mean, that's what I see them doing.
I think was it him?
No, it was before Speak came through. Because I did a show on how to change human nature. And I wasn't feeling good, so I don't think I really went into depth, but I gotta look at the comment section of that.
Naga? I'm trying to see.
I kind of remember that, yeah.
I think it was Naga.
I can't remember who it was, but I was like, when I feel a little better, we can do it. And I just totally forgot. A little tink. I got a straw in my brain. Don't blame it on me.
Was it Big Mix? I feel like that was a question Big Mix would ask.
I don't think he was on the ground. I don't remember either.
Yeah.
It was a few months back.
I wasn't feeling good. I was doing.
What would you say, Bert? What would you say?
Well, what is your nature? What is your habit? What is your behavior? Is your character? So that's what you got to change the nature. It's not easy,
right. So who would argue against that? Who would argue against that?
So you can argue from a perception that human nature is like the nature of a person is innate. So I mean, you can argue it from that point, but even that,
like the characteristics that they're born with.
Yeah,
I think there's I think well, maybe in my experience, and you guys can tell me if you think the same thing. I grew up. Somehow I learned that there's a war or a battle between my base desires and my higher kind of self, and I'm not sure that's a good way to frame it.
No. It's a good way. It's animalistic.
Just think. Okay, so you know who Sigmund Freud is, right? So his understanding of ego is it's three parts of you. You have your instinctive desires, You have your ego, which is your conscious self, and then you have your super ego, which is that higher
Yeah,
self. So
yeah,
like
the ego. Yeah, but Freud kind of taught that the super ego was something that you learned from your family. Like it's almost like indoctrination into what your worldview should be. So we had our id, which is our base desires, our ego, which is like our awareness of ourselves, and the super ego. He kind of taught that that was like something we learned from our society around us, and I'm not sure about that. The super
well
ego
he
almost sounds like self-policing, like you're trained
well
to self-police yourself.
well the way he described it is that's partial, but there is 'cause he related it to the super ego to like an angel or your divine principle, which you have the need or the ability to do the right things even if it don't benefit you. So I mean a lot of that. So when he was saying like the part of us that's taught to us, he was talking about like the moral and value system, and based upon those morals, we put others before ourselves.
I kind of get it. Yeah, I kind. Oh, that's complex. Probably more than I can handle right now. So,
So even like when you say like your base designer, like describe that part. Like what is that base design?
the base desire. I want to have sex a lot. That's base desire.
Well, why do you want to have sex a lot?
Well, there's no why on a base desire. It's based, right? It's like
Because it
right at the
feels
core.
good. It makes you feel good. It's pleasurable. That's our ID.
Yeah, it's true. It feels good. I think.
For some people, it's control.
What are you talking about, Commander? That's a weird thing to say.
Yeah, because I've heard that. I've heard, is it psychologists or the people who, like the people that are like nymphos, or they essay someone. They say that it's not about the feel good. It's about having control over someone else.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. No, I was just talking about like normal people, just normal men and women, right? Just normal men and women have a feeling they want to have sex. That's a base desire. I'm not saying it's bad or good. It's
Is it
just
a
like
feeling or urge?
probably both. Well, Gary, here's a question. If I'm a married man, which I am, and I feel like having sex a lot, and I have sex a lot, am I succumbing to a base desire, or am I just living out being a human, like just fulfilling?
I think that's an urge.
Well-
It could be borderline addiction.
The word urge makes it sound like it's got some kind of pathology. Is it wrong for a married man to want to have sex with his wife?
No.
No, I would say this though. Is it interfering with anything else? Is it disrupting anything else?
Is it stopping
Yeah,
you
that's
from
Are you at work having these urges?
No,
Yeah.
well,
Like you're disrupting your work.
Well,
pretty much.
Well, Commander, Commander, sometimes sometimes I look forward to coming home after work, but I'm trying to get around this idea. So what we're talking about is, should you feel guilty or bad about having sexual urges? That's the real question.
No.
No.
Especially not if you're married. No, but check this out. That shows a couple things. That shows that shit, you got a wife that shit, if your wife wasn't hot, you wouldn't even have those urges. You wouldn't be looking forward to it. You'd be like, "Ugh." But I mean, so I think
I disagree with that.
What you mean?
I'm Okay.
Because the urge is not.
1-on-1.
Is it?
Me and Commander, 1-on-1. Let's go debate.
Is the urge predicated on that, or it's just an urge?
This is the thing. Y'all women different from men. Look, man. I didn't date a woman like, man, I ain't about to hit that.
It may
shit.
not
I'm
even be
straight.
about the woman. It's about his urge.
Never had
And
an
he
urge.
happens to have a woman.
You get with the
That's
wrong
available.
woman, your urges go away. You don't even feel like though. You be like, I'm straight. You don't even think about sex. You start focusing on work. You go out and build houses and shit. You know, just to avoid that shit. But when you got the right woman, oh nah, bro. Like I walk past my wife every day and grab every time. I'm like, I can't help it. I just gotta grab her cheek. I just be grabbing cheeks, man.
Oh, bro, I want to grab my ass's wife every day. It's fuck yeah. It's
You know what I'm saying? You with the right woman. You got the right woman, man.
I'm a controlling bad man because I married a beautiful wife and I just want to fucking jump on that all the time. I'm terrible.
It's her fault. It's her fault, Karen. I know. I got the same problem. It's her fault. That's why I'm live with y'all, bro. My wife came home and was like, "You might as well go live." I'm like, "Why?" It was like, "You ain't gonna be in here poking on me. Let's go live." And I'm like, "What, woman?" And I'm like, "You know what? I'm gonna give you a day off." He's like, "I'm tired. I just got out of work." I'm like, "All right, you know." I usually don't get that, so you know, every once in a while I gotta, you know, be considerate. You know, I'm a good husband. I'm considerate, but I might not be here tomorrow. I'll be in Mortal Kombat mode.
Yeah, sometimes in the morning I'm getting ready for work and I'm just about to go. You know, like your mind is on work, like you're ready to go. You're all dressed for work, got your gear on, your work boots. You're about to go, and she goes, "Oh, come on, baby, let's roll around." And you go,
"Let's roll
like,
around."
You go, no, that will change my frame of mind, girl. I'm in work mode right now. So, Commander, it's not controlling. It's just
no,
called.
but then see, it's that you didn't have the urge. It's not about that the woman wasn't attractive
How do you know that?
or anything.
How do you know that?
It was maybe you didn't have the urge.
No, maybe I did, but I used
Oh, you're just
my
saying you
higher
don't have
self.
time. Oh, okay.
No, I'm saying.
Has
Yeah, I'm
any,
saying
but have any of you slept with a girl just to get with sex, and she was, you know, not your thing? Has anybody done that?
I'll be honest with you.
I have, yeah.
I'm sorry, we're
I've done
going.
that. Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, that's urges. That's urges. Okay.
Starwick, you saying you fucked an ugly chick? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Yes.
Man, look,
I'm consistent. Hey, I'm consistent.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. When I was single, I used to love ugly chicks. Yeah, ugly chicks in school, bro.
It's something different. I don't think people understand this is something different about it. It's
yeah, the ugly sex, boy.
I don't know if that's like, see, that might be psychological for some people. Like,
yeah, well, sometimes the ugly girls know they're ugly, so they make up for it by being nice, by being pleasant.
Yeah,
and it's nice.
That's
it's nice. It's nice to have sex with someone who's pleasant, right?
That ain't what that is.
Pleasant.
That ain't what that is. You being nice. There you go.
Yes, Commander. Pleasant.
You ain't. You ain't doing missionary.
Look,
hey,
man,
you're not doing missionary with ugly girl.
Y'all stop hating on his creativity of articulation.
No, that's PC. Nah, he ain't been PC. Hell no.
I like the way he articulated. He's showing his range. Okay.
All right, well, that's
stop hating on my boy.
All right, there you go.
He's showing range right now.
Your channel, your preference.
He's showing his range.
You're pleasant. I think I'll have sex with you. You're pleasant.
That ain't what he said.
Commander.
Yeah.
Ain't no man on the planet saying that.
Commander, you have no idea. Katie,
I hear Katie laughing in the background. Yeah, because she know that.
Love it.
Yeah,
You're pleasant. Let's have sex.
Yeah.
Sorry,
You so
bro. Go on.
pleasant. You so
Let
pleasant.
me
You got
tell you.
that thing up. There, Ray.
Hey,
let me
you
tell
know
you
what
this.
the worst thing is? You know
Yeah,
what the
boys, hang on,
worst
hang
thing
on.
is?
Hang on, Starbuck.
Oh,
Just
my bad.
no, sorry, man. Hold that thought. Boys on panel, who doesn't want a pleasant woman? Like the word commander's going, oh, pleasant. Commander. It's a real thing. Just be be pleasant. God, we can relax. And when we relax, we get the feelings and the vibe, right? We relax.
What does pleasant look like?
Sure.
Pleasant is when she pays attention to me. She cares what I say. She, when I come home from work, she gets me a beer, right? That's all. That's all.
Oh, okay.
It don't take much. Like a sandwich and a cold beer. And then she goes away. Just, I'm out the back working in the shed, and she goes, "Oh, you look hot and bothered. I bought you a sandwich and a cold beer." She gives it to me, and then she goes, "This never happened. This never happens, right?
Damn.
This
Does
never
everybody
happens."
agree that that's
I got another definition. I got another definition of pleasant. Wet and sloppy. That's pleasant.
Say again.
Too far. Where's the
Wait, that
tea
ain't
room at when we need it?
That ain't even what we were talking. Okay. We was talking about
That's
ugliness.
pleasant.
I guess. Yeah, I guess.
Homely, yeah.
Yeah, you can tie that together. Yeah, you can tie it together.
Yeah, it should get wet and sloppy. We good.
Earmuffs.
Some people
Yeah,
might
so
say
boys.
it's deeper. Some people say it's deeper because ain't nobody trying to hit it.
Yeah, so boys,
Now, see,
would
now his was way worse than mine. Okay.
we're going to ask the boys. Would you rather marry a 10? You know, like in looks. Would you rather marry a 10 in looks with a 3 in attitude, or a 3 in looks
the
with a
other
10 in attitude? Hey,
Probably that one. Yeah.
which
Looks
one?
don't really.
I need the
Like a
attitude.
10. That,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
The looks come and go, bro.
I just want
They
somebody
sure
that's
do.
looking. That's it. I don't know about
Looks
nothing
come
else.
and go. And when like even like when you were saying pleasant, even from your definition, right? Bro, you know what my wife told me a week ago? I said, what's the most important job you got as a wife? She said to protect your peace. Man, that was the hottest thing a woman ever said to me, bro.
Yes, bro.
That's hot.
Yeah.
That's why she's pleasant.
That's why
She's
she got my
pleasant,
bank
yes.
account.
That's why she's pleasant.
You know, that's why she
That's
got
why words
every
here.
account that I got money in. Anything. She got all
Oh,
my
house
That's why
codes,
words here.
politics.
the face unlock my phone,
If
like
you think about
everything,
it,
bro.
if you think about it, right, men go out into the world and compete all day long with men. We don't want to come home and compete. We want to come home to our peace. We want our wife to be pleasant. We want our children to be pleasant. We want them to respect us and admire us. We fight tooth and nail every fucking day out there in the world against other men. The last thing we want is to come home and be confronted with some opinionated woman.
Right. It's hard for me to get because I'm the single dude in the panel. I'm the only single dude. It's very different for me.
Well, it means you bring a different perspective, which I'd like to hear.
Wait a minute.
Exactly.
But even if you're single, that doesn't that don't mean that. Nah, that's no. That.
No, but what I'm saying is I come home to peace, basically. I come home to peace.
So what you mean is, no woman, no cry, right?
So what you trying to say?
You're
We
missing.
trying to say everybody else
missing the
coming
other
to a
piece.
peace, PIECE? Cause you go home to regular PEACE? That's what you trying to say?
No, don't come home to a peace.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what he trying. That's why I try to make it sound like wait a minute, that was a little
That's
dip
good,
right
bro.
there.
That's good, bro.
Hey, but the thing is, longing for a woman is a man's nature always. And I
Of
can
course
say
it
a
is.
lot of simps, like, simps, they really go out their way for a woman that don't really care about them. And the thing was with me, I've got that in check. I'm not really simping over a woman. I love coming to this panel and having conversation. I get fulfillment. Basically, a wife and a husband, is fulfillment, right? You guys are
It is, bro.
fulfilling each
It
other.
is, bro. Yeah, Stoic. I spent a bit of time not long ago. Before I met Katie, I spent a bit of time on my own, living very isolated. The perfect scenario. I had a one room fucking cabin. Yeah, all that. Had my motorbike and my toys and all on my own. Now I'm married. Now I'm married. I've got way more pressures and stresses than I had back then, but it is so much better.
And it's worth it, man.
Yeah.
It's worth it. Yes,
It is worth
it.
it. It is worth it. And here's the thing: I'm not going to down it. I think a man and a woman should get together and build something together, and I will always advocate for it. But a lot of people can't.
I'll come in with a red pill talking point and say no. A man should build something, and she should support him. That kind of fits better with me.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I'll say this too.
Yeah,
if
bro.
If you get your piece, bro, if a woman can't come and protect that, then she don't need to be there, bro. That's just how it is, man. You already, I'm being real. Don't settle for no shit. You got peace, and then you bring somebody in, and now you get cash. Like, some shit is worth like my wife, bro. I'm sure I was just telling her that, like, man, I'm so blessed. I was listening to Anton Daniels. He talking about this dude rich. He talking about, oh, you know, y'all got problems with your women worry about money. I got to manage her emotions. Like, bro, I teach my wife emotional intelligence, bro. I don't got to deal with that shit. I'm blessed, bro.
Right,
We ain't got the money you got. You know what I'm saying? My wife ain't chasing me up. He talking about they arguing and he left and she chasing. Like, that shit toxic, bro. All that money you got, you can't. I mean, she still chasing you around and like, that shit weird, bro. What you got arguing about?
100%. And don't get me wrong, I can't wait to find that chick. You know, I'm open towards it. But right now, it's just me.
Yeah, so Stoic, just for the purposes of manifestation, what's your type in a woman? Like, what's your type?
She can be Asian, she can be Latino, she can be anything. Indian.
Come on, bro.
Anything.
As long as she's breathing, right?
Really.
Yeah, no.
Right. If she got a 10 attitude, you know, I'll rock with that.
So do you like blonde hair or brown hair?
I love brunettes.
Well, what's a 10 attitude?
Okay. No, hang on, bro. Okay, so far brunettes. Do you like blue eyes or brown eyes?
Brown eyes.
Okay, so brunette with brown eyes. Do you like short, tall?
I'm 6'2", so
for him.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, you're 6 foot tall.
Tomorrow.
Just asking what height, Stoic? Like a little midget, 4.3, or like a 5'8"? What do you like?
Fuck, you know, I'm taller than most girls, basically. So anyone that can reach my chin, my nose, my shoulders, it doesn't really matter.
Okay, so it's going to be about 5. I'm going to say 5'10". Now, brunette, who's what about? No, I'm going to be rude. I won't do that. Okay, so brunette.
But you know what? Here's the thing. I want a 4, 5, or 6. These type of girls are kind of real.
Yeah, because
8, 7,
because by definition,
even better.
Because by definition, everyone's average. Like literally by definition, we're all average. So all us average people, like me and Mrs. Markin, all us average people should hook up with average people. That's fine. I'm just saying. Brown hair, brown eyes. You're going towards 5'10". I think 5'8". Okay. What about like athletic or curvy or like a chubby? Which way do you lean?
Curvy, chubby. I like that. She can be
There we
skinny.
go.
I don't know. This is.
You want some cushion on the pushing. You want some cushion on the pushing, right?
Oh Lord.
Look, Commander, I'm just being real because Stoic doesn't think he deserves what he wants. I'm just trying to figure out what he wants. He just might deserve it. You never know.
Just Sam Hill.
I live in Sydney. Remember that. I live in Sydney. So the modern girls here.
That's your first mistake.
Yeah, exactly.
The modern girls in Sydney look like that blonde puppet from the Muppets. Remember the Muppets? Yeah.
Baby.
But we've established. So Stoic is looking for. I'm literally writing your Tinder profile right now. Okay. I'm drawing her.
Got his color pencils out.
No, I'm talking to AI.
Gary, help me out.
Make a picture. brown hair, brown eyes, brunette, brown eyes, a little bit curvy, about, I'm going to say 5'8". 5'10's bullshit. About 5'8". He wants a little woman.
Something like that.
Okay. Now, personality. What's next in personality?
Personality.
That's the hard part. That's the hard part, right?
Here's the thing. I get along with almost everybody. Even the ones who are, I don't want to say criminal. But here's the thing. I think the personality, they kind of how do I say it? They kind of vibe or take from me in that sense, right? So someone who is personality. I can't even answer that question.
Maybe pleasant. Maybe pleasant.
You did describe somebody in his past that you feel like you got along the best out of everyone.
Yeah, I know, but that was young love.
Okay, that one doesn't count then.
Hey, bro, listen.
Yeah.
Listen, Stoic. Old love is young love. It's all the same, bro. Trust me.
What?
It's all the same.
No,
it is.
It isn't.
It is.
It isn't.
If we're talking,
because
we can talk
when you're an adult, when you're an adult, you have to learn to love. Basically, when you're a child, you love with your heart. Basically, so this is where broken hearts come from. The term broken heart means something, right?
So I'm Stoic. Is it? I'm going to go Shakespeare on your ass. Is it better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all?
I would say no. See, here's the thing.
Yes.
If you can overcome love and the heartbreak of it, the more power. So I would say, yeah, it is better to love than not have it.
It's actually better to have loved and lost love. It's better to have been destroyed by love than to have never loved.
That's what I meant, basically.
Yeah, I gotcha. I'm just thinking the booty. You're like,
but yeah, I ain't really chasing. Like a lot of women will come to me and talk and blah 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 blah.
Stop flexing,
I don't really
bro.
want to waste
Stop
my
flexing.
time.
A lot of women come to me.
just saying.
How do you know
I'll be at
between
work.
lust and love? Oh, sorry, go ahead, Stoic.
How do I know between lust and love? I
go
don't
ahead.
really.
When you're at work, you
I
get hit
don't
on?
really. Not hit on, but
can
they'll
do both.
ask for, "Are you here Monday to Friday? Can I come see you next time?" And the second time, third visit, fourth visit, there's a mobile number coming out. Blah 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 blah. But I get their number, but I never really call them back. Because I'm moving from office to office to office, I don't get to see them again. But I don't know.
You're making excuses because you have their number. You can call them wherever they're at.
Commander. Old mate's old mate is old mate's.
I like my own time. I like my own time. That's the thing.
Okay. Let's ask the elephant in the room. Okay, Stoic, are you gay?
What the fuck?
Fuck.
No, seriously. No. Let's get it.
He's already
Let's get it out
answered
the
this
way.
Do you
I
know
think,
the
before.
Do you know the answer? Yeah. Do you know the answer,
No.
Kieran? You don't know
No, I
the
don't.
answer?
No.
Wow.
I think you've asked
That's
him this
crazy.
before. I kind of remember you asking.
I may have, but it's not a hard. It's not a hard answer to fucking. Not a hard question to answer right now.
Okay.
Just to
All
clarify,
right.
so we can put it aside.
No. The
You're
answer
not.
is
Okay,
no.
good. Then the question becomes, that's nothing. That's nothing. Just getting it out the way. So the question is, why aren't you calling these girls back? They give you their number.
No, because I like my own time, basically. I don't want to have to share me, basically. Not yet.
Fair
Not
Fair
yet.
enough.
His focus is something
I-
else right now. He's not made room
Yeah,
for
yeah.
No,
No,
fair
I'm
enough.
trying.
dealing with a woman.
Here's the thing. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to get better. I know I'm not suitable, and to have all these numbers or try, I'll be wasting their time.
And I think it'd be a
True, as well.
distraction from what he's focusing on. right now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I should have
fair enough.
said this from the
And-
beginning, Commander.
well, this does kind of sound like a struggles session where we're all trying to fix Stoic. So, Stoic, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
No, I've got lost in control. If I was really lustful, I would try and get with any girl that tried and got with me, basically, you know. But if I was to give my time to another person, it's supposed to be meaningful in that sense. So I would rather not waste her time, my time, or anything like this. I still got a lot of work to do before I can even begin in that sense.
Bro, you will be working on yourself to the end of the time. Bro.
I was gonna say like when
You're not using that because you'll close yourself to the right woman to come through and you'll be like, I'm working on myself. No.
don't wait too long.
I understand that point. You ain't gotta go out looking, but just be open. You know,
Be open. Yeah, I'm actually open, and I've told you.
What I was about to say real quick, what it sounds like is the women that you encounter, that you ain't meet the right one that's worth, your time. So
Yeah,
when you
that's
run
true.
into her, all that whole perception change. When you run into the right woman, you'll be willing to sacrifice time, money, or whatever you got to. But
That's right.
There's nothing wrong with being
Exactly.
selective.
Yeah, no, exactly. I've given myself goals basically. In the next 6 months, I'm not going to be the same person, and I've already put that out in the air on your live, so I've got to come through with it, basically. And yeah, sharing my time with just anybody, it's you can't. You got to be selective, just like you said.
The older you get, the more precious that time and peace become. And you don't want to let nobody fuck that shit up.
Yeah, for sure.
But don't just totally close your, be open. When the right one comes, you'll feel it. You'll be like, okay, yeah, fuck that time. You get it.
He'll want to stop doing overtime at work.
Yeah. And be doing overtime.
No. I've been doing just work, and it's actually called action. And I'll clock off 5 o'clock straight away, but I'll stay back, put in the work, blah blah blah, and I'm loving it. Right? It's results. So if results are coming from here, that's good. I try and give grace where it's due, and blah 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 blah.
Blah blah blah.
May I actually? Hi, it's Katie, guys.
I didn't approve of this. I didn't approve of this.
Hi, guys. I just wanted to say, Stoic. I don't think there ever is a really right time. You know, like you might be working on yourself, and you think, you know, all right, well, 6 months down the track, I'll be where I want to be. And I think to give yourself a time limit, we grow and change every day, darling. Like, to give yourself a time limit, you just put a big pressure on yourself, and it's also you're not loving who you are right now. Do you know what I mean? Like you're going, all right, well, I'm going to be a better person in 6 months' time. Who the fuck are you now? Because I think you're a good person.
Imagine someone who
I like. Wait, 1 second. I like what I'm going to be, basically, right? There is no better time. I don't have the pressures. I don't have the pressures of women. Like women have that age time limit, right? With men, we don't have that problem.
It's kind of facts. Yeah.
It is facts. It is facts. However, as a 46-year-old woman looking for a husband on the internet, my limit was 55. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, it does. It actually does. It actually does.
What I'll say, Stoic.
I don't think I'll have this problem. I don't think I'll have this problem.
I hope that you just realise that you're a really fucking awesome person, and you're like every single human being on earth. We all want to make ourselves better,
but and
be better who we are.
Katie, hang on. Stoic, it's possible you'll meet a woman who appreciates you for who you are today.
Yeah.
That's when I met Katie, I was flat broke, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I was no high value man. I was no shining example of everything.
He was living in a cabin at a caravan park.
A trailer park, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
No, seriously, like literally flat broke. But the thing was, she believed in me. She believed in me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also
So I
heard
get it.
King Blackout say something similar too.
Yeah. It's the true thing.
And we were both, not where we would ideally love to be to start a relationship.
Oh, damn, I joined this shit.
Yeah.
I joined this fucking
Kieran
shit show.
joined my shit show, which was I was a single mum with a teenager out of control with all her teenager friends running our home. My second husband had passed away. I was still grieving with that, still trying to cope with being a single mum. It was with a teenager. It was a shit show. And Kieran walked into it and he believed in me because we just
because she believed in me.
Yeah. And he took it on and he's turned it into a fucking amazing happiness of the best life ever.
But that's called work, right? It was work.
It's always going to be work.
It's always going to be work as a parent and a relationship. Absolutely. And work isn't a bad thing. Like if you want it, it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be hard.
Good point, actually. Good point.
You know, it can be quite easy. Kieran is so, I think maybe with his therapist background, he is so into if there is something going on between us, then we need to talk about it. Because he is like, he will say, we will not have 100 paper cuts of things that we haven't spoken about.
Oh, if Katie rolls her eyes at me, I go, no.
What's going on?
We're talking about this right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And it really works. And it makes us be more honest and talk about how we're actually feeling. And because Kieran, I think I've hit the jackpot with Kieran in that he can sit and listen and not fight back and just say, okay, I hear what you're saying, you know, like, and that's really hard. And I've had to do that too. You know, he'll call me out and say, you're just being a dickhead right now. And, well, you know, you're being emotional, or maybe you should ring up one of your girlfriends. But I get it and I respect it because, fuck, everyone comes together. Everyone comes together with baggage. No one has nothing that they're not going to bring to the table that we all have to.
That's a good point, Katie. I think I'm Stoic. Correct me if I'm wrong. it seems to me what you're trying to do is to eliminate all your baggage and be like a pure human being before you enter the market.
Yeah.
Is that a fair call, or am I
But
being stupid?
what would be wrong with that?
Because
can't do it,
it's
darling.
unachievable. It's unachievable.
It's your life. It's your tapestry. It's like a it's woven into you and your soul. You cannot get rid of that. And
We're all weirdos.
the best thing you got to do is just to sit with it, accept it, and go, well, all right, well, this is my life and this is what I've been handed, but what am I going to do from now?
But
Like you can
here's-
never eliminate.
Hang on, Katie. Hang on, Katie.
No, here's the thing. People get into relationships because there's something missing inside themselves, right? So they're looking for fulfillment in someone else's.
No,
I'm talking about I'm talking about what I'm seeing, basically.
Okay.
This is what I'm seeing. Okay, the people go from relationship to relationship to relationship. It never works out. So I see this, right? I'm observing this. So
sure,
I'm practicing what I'm trying to preach, right? Is to get with yourself, know yourself first. You come first always, right? If you've got something great inside you, you can share it. But no one deserves your greatness. No one deserves your love. No one deserves it, right?
I'm pretty
You gotta earn
sure.
it.
No, Stoke, I'm pretty sure my wife deserves my greatness. Yeah. Pretty sure she does.
I'm pretty sure your friends do, your family do, your loved ones do. It feels like you're putting yourself into a
You should
corner,
no.
and you're not.
Can I interrupt?
I get.
I think.
Yeah.
I think Stola just articulating himself wrong. Let me try to help. So, like, I think this is what Stola doing, right? You know, in the past, like you were saying, Karen, you know, everyone is active. So in the past, he attracted what he was, and he don't like the results. So what he's doing now is making himself better. So his average is a little bit more. So if he better himself, what he will attract is something of a higher status of what he was before. So he just bettering himself now to get better. You know, when we do better, then we get better.
Yeah, I thought I was saying that. I thought I was saying that.
Sorry, bro. I missed that completely.
No, I was just articulating because that's what I did. Like, if I would have met my wife 20 years ago, ain't no way in hell she would have dealt with me because I was a piece of shit.
That's right. That's right.
I became better, and now that I did that, I kind of raised my level up to hers, and so now I can have, you know, a quality woman.
No, it's fair.
But I was having before was the same quality of what I was, you know, piece of shit.
No, cool. I got you. So Stoic's going to attract a little brunette with brown eyes who's 5'8" and she's curvy.
Bro. Manifest the shit out of that, bro.
Let me.
And she's pleasant. And she's pleasant.
Gary,
yes, she has to be pleasant, Commander.
Did y'all know Gary Fuller? I just noticed that.
No, Gary went to sleep.
Dropping down, Gary sleeps. Oh, okay. I just seen that.
I can't even give a super chat on StreamYard. I have to leave before. Give me 1 second.
Oh, bro, you don't have to, bro. Bro, you don't have to, bro. You've been blessing me all month, all week, all year. 2025, man, y'all really blessed me, man. I appreciate that. I really do, man. It's making me want to make more content. I was going to make it anyway, but it makes it more enjoyable. You know, it really do. The first couple years, man, we'll talk about that. Well, it has been Friday, ain't it? God damn it. I'm going to No, I ain't gonna I'm be quiet.
I'm patiently waiting for the music.
So am
For the
I.
clips.
So am I. So am I. I'm waiting for a clip.
Oh, So hold on, I got this is I'm in the process of making your clip, Karen. But
No way. No way. Get the fuck out of it. You are not.
I found the music. Hold on, this I used
Why
it
do
on.
you do me like that, bro?
Yeah, I'm putting that in. That's it. Yeah, this is it.
Stoic's back. Guess who's back? Back again. Stoic's back. Tell a friend.
That's the song I'm gonna do.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Hold on, brother. Let me play. Play the clip. Hold on. Which one you want? You want the song or you want the money clip? You want the A-Lane or you want more Wild Heart?
The alien isn't curvy enough for Stoic. He wants a brunette with brown eyes and a little bit of cushion for the pushing.
Oh Lord.
Oh, he wants a twerking before the
The key word is consistency, right? Yeah, consistency is hard work. Hard work. Sometimes you just want to crash out. Sometimes you just want to crash out.
Here you go, bro. In my bathrobe, doing the thing. Yeah.
Sometimes you just want to crash out. Sometimes you just want to crash out. Sometimes you just want to crash out. The key word is consistency, right?
See, if you go with the A-Lane and Stoic, you won't even have to worry about her. You don't even have to worry about the hair. Yeah. But I don't know, then it's kind of like Karen. I'm talking shit and I'm bald headed too.
Hey, what?
I'm bald headed, bro. I ain't got no hair. I got patches, bro. I don't cut all my hair off, I'll be looking crazy.
So you'll be bald and blind, bro. Get a fucking eye patch. I told you, which you did. That looked cool, bro. That looked cool. Own that shit. Get an eye patch.
Would you tell him, Commander, I got an eye patch? I'm just waiting
He's
for
got an
my
eye patch.
somebody's
We've seen
waiting. Yeah, somebody making me a 9% eye patch.
We've seen him wear it.
Really? It's like that's so funny. I can imagine like a black eye patch with a 9% right in white on the eye patch. That'd be fucking awesome.
Bro, that's what I'm getting made, man. Let me put my eye patch on so I can get Karen his fix. This is like his bucket list. Just
I
like
know. I need that shit, bro. I need that shit, bro.
I want to throw midgets. Karen want to see me an eye patch. I think
I told him he's making merch so that we can all have an eye patch.
I'm going to get one too. I'll get one. I'll go live with it, but I'm going to remain 9% adjacent. I'm going to be a friend of the 9.
Adjacent.
Yeah. I don't join. I never join the club that will have me.
You're an
Right.
affiliate.
I'm a friend of the club.
I can't. Oh, I was about to say I can't put my eye patch on because I got my glasses on. I forgot my glasses was on. I'm like, it won't go on my eye. Duh.
Yeah, but bro, how do you know which eye to put it on when you're fucking blind? How do you know? Like, it must be awkward, right?
I can see, bro. I can see. Okay, I'm legally blind. I'm legally meaning I can see a little bit. I can see on my radar.
Yeah, I just want to. I just want to.
You can't even see me.
I just want like a 9% eye patch. That's awesome. It's like where's my hoverboard?
Even if hold on, let me turn this light up. I think it's because I'm in my living room, not at my table.
So
my camera not picking it up. Oh, okay. Right, man. Yeah.
You gotta zoom in.
I'm not zooming in. Oh, what happened?
Do you
Yeah,
see
you
it,
see?
Kieran?
Yeah, you see? Bruh, come on. Yeah, there we go, bruh. That's
Nah, I ain't
that's
keeping my camera on. You might go put it on. Well, no, I just when I'm where I'm set up at now, I have to use my if I don't wear my glasses, I have to use my screen magnifier because I can't see shit.
yeah, bro. Don't worry about your screen. Your microphone sucks. Like you have to sort that shit out, bro. Like seriously.
Look, I'm on T-Move right now. Okay, I was about to go outside, but you made me find my iPads. Okay.
I'm getting sleepy.
Oh, you
If
going?
somebody doesn't start venting soon, I'm gonna have to go
What
to
do you
sleep.
mean?
Oh, what happened to
What do you?
Stoic?
Well, what do you mean by venting? What do you mean? Someone that?
Well,
Oh, start with
I don't know. Word said today is venting Friday.
oh,
Yeah,
You
venting.
gotta
Is
vent.
this-
yeah,
So bitch, don't kill my vibe. What's your vent? What's your vent? You go.
Bitch, don't kill my vibe.
Yeah, what's your vent?
Listen, yesterday, Crucible Ghost,
Mhm.
I think he was trolling us.
Yeah, look, we've had this conversation. I kind of like him. He's a bit of a retard. That TOS, but I kind of like him.
Listen, he kept saying we were just having conversations, and he kept saying that my voice, where Word drew the line is where he said that he started getting like hard like a brick, and something like an elephant trunk,
Whoa,
and
really?
he was going too far. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's too far.
and I'm telling him to chill out, like, bro, she got a husband, and he chilled out for a minute, but then he started talking like he was like, "Oh, you got shit in your mouth," and like, bro, I don't know you, like, I don't know you, so you playing with me. Then I'm telling you, I'm not in the mood for that shit. You
It's
talking
difficult.
shit.
It's difficult.
Like,
It's
yeah, you
difficult.
fucking
Like
with Prayers, what up though?
What up,
it's like
Prez?
no, it's all it's like me and Katie can sit here and talk about how cute Commander's voice is. Yeah, that's a bit of fun, it's all cool. But doing that's a bit too far.
Yeah, that shit weird, bro. And I'm like, man, she got a
Yeah.
husband, bro. That shit disrespectful. And then he like, oh, you simping. I'm like, because I'm telling you to be respectful to a woman. Like I was telling my wife that. My wife was like, if you didn't say something, I would have been upset at you.
Yeah, but sometimes in these spaces, here's my. I'm gonna fucking vent right now. Sometimes in these spaces, right, women join, and we have to change our tone. We can all fucking talk shit. We can swing dicks. We can do all this kind of stuff. Sometimes when women join, we feel like we have to change things. No shade, Commander. You're cool, but that's it is kind of a thing. Blokes hanging out, talking shit. I kind of dig that.
No,
it was okay. Like some of it was okay, but he kept going on and on and on and on about it.
But see, it's different too. If you talking shit, that's one thing, but that was directed towards her. Like that's not.
No, fair enough. So we have a word in Australia. Was he being gross? Was he being gross? That's an actual word here.
Foul.
Yes.
Like gross. Like he telling her, he telling her voice is getting them correct. So yeah, that shit. Like, imagine if Katie was on the live, just having a normal conversation with some people, and some random dude start talking to her like that, and you heard it. You'd be able to, you know what I'm saying? Like, why is you talking to my wife like that, bro? You're like, man, I wish your motherfucker would. That shit is disrespectful. It's like I'm a huge like we can have fun, we can joke, we can do all that shit, but just don't be disrespectful. That's somebody's wife, bro.
No, fair call.
Figure that
Fair
shit
call.
out.
Yeah.
You know.
I somehow still kind of like him. I don't know why. I think he sometimes goes too far, which is fair enough. I still kind of like him. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I think
Yeah, he's cool.
Man, I learned like if you go fishing, you know, soak that motherfucker in milk and you know it won't have the wild, you know, fishy smell. I learned some stuff from him, but it's like,
Listen, he apologized. Listen, he apologized. I accepted his apology, you know, but then he started going at Word saying he called Word a dumb fuck and he doesn't like simps and Word was simping, and so that's where it's like, okay,
well,
come on. You're just trolling us now.
Well. Could Wood defend himself against being? I'm playing.
No, and then but that's what I'm saying. Like even when he said it, I'm like, okay, well, what do you mean by simp? Then you talk about you a dumb fuck. Like, hold on, bro. Like now we're getting back to the respect factor. You can call me whatever you want, but if I asked you a simple question and you defined it and shit, if your definition is something is truthful of what I do, I can agree with it. I don't give a fuck. But then you start calling me dumb fuck and all this shit, like, bro, you would not be talking to me like that face to face. I don't know you.
Yeah, for real.
Like, we not cool, bro. So you can't tell me you fucking play. Like if Gary did it, if you did it, if we talking like that, joking around like, where you stupid fuck this? I know you cool. I know you. I don't know you, bro. You can't play with me like that. And I told him that, like, shit, let me get to know you, and then we can, you know, play. I mean, you know, we can have fun like that.
Nah, Gary would never. I would never call you a stupid fuck, and neither would Gary.
Yeah, no, Gary wouldn't do that. But it's just the respect.
Maybe I would. Maybe I would.
I
might.
I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't say it.
I mean, we might say things in a different way, joking around, but like
Timo. Timo.
You're ragging on my team, but that's what I'm saying. But like, if we know each other is different. I don't know you, and then like you going too far, bro. Like,
Word. I think maybe that's a good point. I think that the Crucible Ghost wants to be known. He wants to find a place where, you know. I think he does. I could be wrong. I mean, what you said. If I know you, we can do this shit talk. I think he comes in thinking he can do it without establishing the foundation of shit talk.
He don't know the name.
We told
He
him
doesn't know
already.
the name.
He got kicked off panel. He came back, apologized. No, he knows. He knows.
And then
he just does it on purpose.
And then that's what I'm saying. Like when you do get to know me, you understand. Like, bro, I got boundaries just like everybody else. It's some shit that'd be cool, but if I'm like, nah, bro, that ain't like. If you say something, I'll be like, nah, bro, that ain't cool. I respect you. Respect that, because if you told me the same thing, I would respect it. Like we can play and stuff, but then when you start talking all that, like when you challenge my man, bro, I don't play that. I ain't know.
Yeah, he started calling Word feminine.
Yeah, like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? You talking to me like you got me fucked up, bro.
Yeah, but Word, I think Crucible Ghost's main problem was when he was 15. His knees grow, bro. What the fuck? You're killing me with that fucking joke.
His knees grow.
His knees grow. What the fuck?
Oh, I just got it. I'm like, what?
I'm not gonna say the other one. That was, bro. I'm still fucked up with that fucking joke. You
Hey,
you got me. You done got me fucked up, right? Clip that.
Wait, I can't
Clip that.
believe you know. Let me find that for you real quick. That was Paul Mooney's joke.
Dee Dee's laughing in the chat. What up, Dee Dee? Dee 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 Dee.
Where's Ryder? Where's Ryder? I miss her.
She probably on
We had to have her.
No, and then she got all quiet when Crucible Ghost was on panel. She just like stayed quiet the whole time. She's like, I'm not messing with that.
Yeah, it's a disruption. That's what it is.
No mess with that. Mess with it. Get right in there and fucking mess his shit up. Look, I like Crucible. I do.
That's what he want, bro. He want that back and forth. That should make him feel alive.
Yeah.
I thought he knows like shit. You look forward.
That makes him even harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people broken and they just look to break other people. Man, he probably a cool dude. He just fucked up, bro.
He's cool when he wants to be.
You got me fucked up. Fucked up. You done got me fucked. I think I added done. I don't think word said done, but I think it sounds better. You done got me fucked up.
Say it.
Hello,
I want
Dee Dee.
Mentexo to curse more. I want to get Mentexo to cuss someone out for real, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see Mentexo get on some health regimen. Like, he already stopped drinking. That's wonderful. Get on some working out regimen.
Yeah, that's the best part of the internet. People who are seeking to be better will find their niche, right? And I've been on YouTube for what, 15 years now, right? I've seen people come and go, and yeah, you will find your niche on the internet, and it's kind of you kind of get more fulfillment than you would in the real life, I feel. But yeah, inside out. So I'm putting in the work. So I know Mentexo. I know where he's at.
Well, on here, you can just cut people off. You just turn it off. You don't got to deal with it.
Yeah.
Unless you want to. You just turn it off.
Yeah, but how do you feel after the lives?
Well, a lot of times, I think about it. Makes me think about things. So I start thinking about whatever it is, the topics, the things. Or maybe it's something that triggered a different topic in my mind.
Right? Is that logic intelligence, and are you mixing it with emotional intelligence?
I don't know. I never thought about it. Am I mixing it with emotional intelligence? I don't know.
No, you would have. I would presume.
What?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
What is emotional intelligence, bro?
Observing your emotions, right? So emotions come and go, right? And they make you think about it. But emotional intelligence is just observing it, right? You don't got to act out the emotion, right? You don't want to crash out, really. But when it calls for happiness, yeah, be happy, right? In that sense. But observing your emotions is emotional intelligence.
Well, like, what Crucible Ghost did yesterday could have really, if it would have been someone else, it could have really affected them. Like, for me, I don't care. But
For sure.
Because what he was doing, like, to somebody that's gone through different kinds of sexual abuse, what he was doing could have really affected someone.
Yeah, but you can't
Offline,
do
once
that.
they get off.
Yeah, but
No,
but you
it
can't do
didn't
that
affect.
because nobody knows.
It didn't
No
affect
one
her.
knows what. And hang on, bro. Hang
No,
on,
I'm
bro.
not saying
No
that he
one.
knows or he would have done it on purpose. I'm just saying, like, if I were
Correct.
someone else, like, I don't care. Like, it's not like I
Mm,
didn't lose sleep over it or anything. But some people it does
exactly.
because they're at a different place in their life
It
where,
does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So should we so should we censor our speech in case we offend someone? No. No.
no, the person like me
Yeah.
should try to grow and like be more emotional, intelligent, and work on
But
themselves.
Yeah. You know what you're about. You know what you're about. Yeah.
this is
Sorry,
my
word.
thing though. What gives them the right to oppose on somebody like that though? Like it ain't about censoring nothing. It's like who the fuck is you to talk to somebody like that? Who the fuck raised you, bro? To make like in real life, bro, I wish somebody would talk like that to one of my female family members. We'll break you.
Mm,
That shit is fucking
for real.
disrespectful. Like it's not even about censoring. It's just having social awareness, like being fucking polite, having some fucking dignity.
Respect.
You don't talk to a woman like that. Like you don't do no shit like that, man. That shit
Because
fucking weird, bro.
Kieran, there's
That's
people where I
true.
think like they shouldn't be online because you can't handle it. So
Yeah.
you should
That's
not
true.
be online because you're going to be exposed to these different kinds of things. So yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
certain people probably shouldn't be online. Not that they don't deserve to be online just like everybody else, but if they can't take it, they're subjecting themselves to that hurt.
That's fair enough.
Correct.
But do you think girls have a special place online where we can't like a bunch of boys swinging dicks and talking shit? Do you think girls should be included, or should they because it seems to me sometimes when boys are just being boys talking shit, sometimes a girl will go, I don't like how you said that. And we're a bit like, don't kill my vibe.
Right. Hey, but it's like he just kept going on and on and on, and like he just kept going. He kept getting worse and worse. So.
That's fair enough.
Like
And
I
then,
said,
like for
this.
me, go
My
ahead.
bad, go ahead. Just like earlier, when we was talking about, we was talking in general. When I said wet and whatever I said, that's just talking in general. Now, if I would have directed it to her, that should be totally disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? It's like a different, like we talk raunchy and shit like that all the time, but we don't. I'm not directing nothing specifically towards no females. Making them feel uncomfortable, like.
That's
I'm
fair
hitting
enough.
on
That's fair
them.
enough.
Like that shit cool, but it's like the shit he was doing, bro. I'm looking like she a married woman, man. And I done told you that, and you ignoring that shit. So now
Totally fair enough.
issues.
Totally fair enough. It's your panel. But Commander, do you feel like you need a man to step in and save you from Crucible Ghost?
No, but I respect it because the word
That's cool.
he did the right
That's
thing.
cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Because this is his channel, his panel, and he doesn't want
Yes.
that shit.
Yes.
The guy took it too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I would have
Because
been fine, but listen, if we're all conversating, do you, Kieran, want to hear somebody on the panel continuously stopping me and saying that my voice is doing something to him and like on and on about it, and that now he's hard as a
no,
brick, and now
no, I
he's
don't.
like an elephant trunk, and girl, you're making me do this, that.
I'm gonna pass over to Katie.
Oh, honey, yeah, everything that you've just said then, I've just gone, oh my God, that's so gross. That is so gross. That is so gross. That is gross. Yeah,
Or-
no, fuck off. Yeah, fuck off. He went way too far. He went way too far. And he does do that.
Yep. That's the internet bullier. That's the internet bullier, right? You will have all sorts of people, right? But channels like this, you will get the trolls, right? And it's how we handle it. I don't think Commander took it personally at all, right?
No.
Exactly, and you didn't give him what he wanted. What an idiot!
Good point.
He's just dumb.
What an idiot!
I think it was think it was Mike Tyson who said, the internet allows people to say things to people that in real life would get them punched in the face. But on the internet,
Hey, Commander, for real, would you have punched him in the face for saying that?
Nah.
donkey punch.
Really?
No, no.
Donkey punch.
No, I don't go around punching men. No. If he was in front of me saying that, I would walk away. If I
No,
was,
you donkey punch him.
If your husband heard him say that, would he punch his ass?
yeah, he would donkey. No, he would punch him. Not that. Yeah.
Go on, word. Play it, word. Go on, play it. Play the donkey punch.
You have
Go
to
on.
now.
Go on.
You have to.
There's no super chats. There's no super chats.
By special request.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
What up, 9? You got donkey punch him. Hey, I want to know what's wrong. You got donkey punch him. Donkey punch him. You got donkey punch him. Mature conversation. You got donkey punch him. That's the ADHD. Donkey punch him. Life happens, or you grow out of stuff, or what, just things happen. Donkey punch him. You gotta donkey punch him. And then people think that women can't be like the predator or the violent person in the relationship. Like, you gotta donkey punch him. Use something for malice. You gotta donkey punch him. Trying to send me across the border? Donkey punch him. Donkey punch him.
The same place.
That's a high.
The walk of shame.
Right,
Literally in the same place. Just
donkey punch him.
Just
Just donkey punch him.
So that's a plus. Oh, good job. What's the plan?
Mrs. Kieran, she probably knows. As women, we have to grow a thick skin.
Why not?
Because I just want to go out. It's a Saturday night. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Wait, are they talking to each other right now?
Aussie mute.
So yeah,
You got mute. Aussie.
I don't know.
I wish I could mute them. There you go.
Yeah.
But as women, like we have to. I mean, I guess men do too, right? Because you guys go through a lot of hazing and things like that. But as women, with what we deal with some men, a lot of men, different kinds of men, we gotta grow a thick skin because.
And here's the thing. You have to learn the way of a man as well. But you have something almost better than us, and it's that nurturing side.
No way, bro. No way. Sorry, bro. I've got to pull you up.
No.
That's retarded.
You probably don't get me.
I'll try.
Okay.
This conversation does not.
Commander. Go Aussie.
He doesn't
No,
agree
but-
with the nurturing side being something that's.
Yes. No, sorry, Commander. I was. My living room was invaded by my stepdaughter and her friends, so I was distracted.
What I was saying is that
You're good.
women have to grow a thick skin so that they don't get offended over every little thing.
If you want equal rights, you better be ready for equal lefts. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
And that's why, as a woman, you learn the way of the man. Yeah.
Because there was
Go
a
back to
time
this
where I
one.
felt like shit, I'm running into so many men that just like want to disrespect me, and then people that have like, I just feel
What do
like
you mean by
sometimes
disrespect? What do you mean by
like
disrespect?
sexually disrespect you, just like how he did
What does that mean?
yesterday.
What does it mean? What does that mean?
If a man touches
trying to
you,
get-
grabs you,
Yeah.
or touches himself in front of you, or says things that are graphic to you, like we
hate
go
that?
around our everyday, and there's men that will do that to you, and we're just going around our everyday. We're not looking for trouble. We're just being you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
so-
we're not looking
Yeah,
for trouble.
Commander, do you go out in public if you're going to the supermarket to buy vegetables, do you go out in yoga pants?
No, I don't. I mean, no.
That's kind of yes. That was
No,
kind of
but
yes.
listen. No, but
No, hang on,
but the thing is that even if I did go out in yoga pants, that doesn't give someone the right to grab my ass or to say say shit to me.
If you go out in yoga pants, you're exploiting men's fucking base desires. It's horrible.
But see, you know, this is my thing too. Like, I understand that argument and shit, but motherfuckers need to have self control. And I mean, it's okay to think something, but when you start to say stuff or do stuff, then that's when the issue comes in. I can look at a woman and think like, "Oh, she got a fat ass," but now if I say, "Hey, you got a fat ass," that's disrespectful. Like, at what point? Like, I don't justify bad behavior.
Oh, the word, bro. Listen to the word. I have to go out. I have to go out every day and keep my eyes down all the time to be respectful, because every woman in this town is rocking around the supermarket in yoga pants. Like, when I say yoga pants, that's they do those ones where they have
hard. That's not hard.
Hang on. No, bro, it is. It is hard. I have to literally keep my eyes down because these girls are out there fucking showing all their things, leaving nothing to the fucking imagination. Thanks for nothing, girls, right? Thanks for nothing.
One thing I don't want to give any girl is my attention. I only care about what I say and where I'm about. If I say in a glimpse,
You're making my point.
Someone's showing their ass. Yeah.
Yep, you're making my point. You're making my point.
I pay them no mind, right? Because they're probably seeking your attention, right? They're wearing the skinny tights, whatever. They want the attention.
Skinny tights and a fucking bra that's basically
But you don't have to
fucking
be wearing
lingerie.
that. Okay, I don't go dressed out like that, but you could just be wearing regular ass clothes, like some jeans and a regular ass shirt, and you will still get people like that.
No, sorry, Commander. Sorry, Commander. If you're wearing regular ass jeans and a decent top, yeah, everyone's cool. Everyone's cool. You go out in yoga pants that give you. No, but hang on, girl. You go out in yoga pants. They give you an automatic wedgie and a fucking camel toe, and then tell boys, "Don't look, you fucking assholes. Don't look." That's retarded.
So we should walk around wearing what? Tell me what we should walk around wearing.
But hold on, let me ask you a question. I don't think the problem is when nobody looking. It's when you say something like
yeah.
Just want to answer. The commanders.
So if that's the case, nobody should go to a beach because motherfuckers gonna be wearing bikinis and shit.
No, context.
You know what I'm saying?
Context matters. Context matters. I remember back in 1994 when girls would go to the beach in a bikini, but if they were going to the shop, the fish and chip shop, they put a sarong around them to go to the shop because context matters. And to answer your question, Commander, a burqa. Get yourself a burqa.
A burqa.
It's called a nakib. Nakib. It's called nakib.
I don't like with women. I don't know, bro. It's like I live in Detroit, so you always women, and I'm black, so I'm always around thick ass fucking women. If they wear
and you're blind,
my wife can wear a dress, like she can't hide her shape. She would have to wear a fucking blanket to hide her.
That's
shape.
what I'm saying, word. That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
And she don't dress like my wife she wears shawls all the time. She wears shawls to try to cover her butt and her chest. She does her best to cover up, but it's impossible. Like she curvy as fuck.
Yeah, it's like Commander.
If people look, it's fine. But if you say something, I'm gonna make sure you can't talk for a while.
Yeah, it's like Commander. Commander, when a girl goes out in yoga pants, showing off her ass and her fucking her camel toe, and you go,
camel.
Yeah, Yeah, and you go, boys, don't look. What the actual
Now
fuck?
what? So what do you want us to do with our camel toes? What
No,
should
no, no.
we
I don't be
what
around
should we
them.
do? Should we walk around with our hands? Like, should we wear a shirt that covers like all of our body? Like,
Yes.
listen.
If
Okay,
you
let me
got
ask you
nothing
this. Let me
nice
ask
to
Kieran.
say, you don't say it. If you got nothing nice to say, don't say it. Keep
Oh, really?
Kieran, let me
talking.
ask you this,
Keep
Kieran.
pushing.
Sure.
Kieran,
Sure, go on.
what did I wear yesterday? What did I wear last night? What did I do wrong last night to make Crucible Ghost act the way he did? What did I do?
Nothing.
What was
That's
I
changing
wearing?
the subject.
What
That's
the fuck
changing
was
the
I doing?
subject.
What was I wearing?
That's
Nothing. I didn't
changing the
even
subject.
cam up.
That's
No.
changing the subject.
No.
It really is. It really is. What I'm saying is women should be a little bit modest because if you're not, you're exploiting men's sex drive.
What did I
That's
do
where the
yesterday that was not
no
modest? I
commander.
wasn't. What word was on panel? Did I
That,
say things inappropriate? Like,
Not the point I'm
no,
making. Not the point I'm making.
commander. This is where your thick skin comes in, right? It's the internet. It didn't do nothing to you, right? But you do have a speaking point.
I'm just saying, what did I do? I wasn't.
Nothing.
What was I wearing? Nothing. Did I cam
We aren't
up?
talking
No.
about that. We aren't
Just
talking
my
about that.
voice, bro.
We
Just
aren't
my
talking about
voice
that.
did it.
I know,
And I wasn't
because
even
your
being
voice.
sexual. I
Yeah,
wasn't even
because
speaking sexual. I was just speaking
Commander,
like I am
listen.
right now.
Yeah, Commander, listen. Because your voice happens to be one of those things that makes men kind of go, I'm going to pay attention.
Okay, so I have to change my voice. That's why I said, well, okay, I have
No,
to
you
change my
don't.
voice.
No,
I
you
gotta talk
don't.
like this.
No, you don't. No, you don't. What you got to understand
Exactly.
is
No, I don't.
no. What you got to understand is it's power. Women have power, right? And you got to understand that, right? So there used to be a time back in my day when we go to the beach. Yeah, the girls would wear bikinis on the beach and shit like that. We go to the shop to buy fish and chips. The girls would put on a sarong because there was a context. There's a context. So
Shout out.
if we talk,
Shout out to Ryder. What up, Ryder?
What
oh,
up,
is that Rachel? Is that Rachel in chat? Oh, yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So there's a context. All I'm saying is, girls, if you're going to use yoga pants that gives you a fucking automatic wedgie and shows off your camel toe, don't blame me for looking. That's all. That's all.
Sure.
Okay, so if you have a voice like Commander, don't blame, right? Don't blame the guy for, because
Sure.
But see, this I think Commander's point too is like kind of invalidating your point, Karen, because like you saying the women, women be more modest and men won't do this, but shit, women can't even talk without men doing that. It's just an unscrupulous ass motherfuckers. Not saying all
Yeah,
men,
it's a real thing.
but if they
It's a
go
real
do
thing.
it, they go do it. They find reasons to be disrespectful, bro. It can be her voice,
That's
it
right.
can be her fucking hair, it can be her avatar, it can be her name. When you just have immature motherfuckers like him, bro, who ain't shit, they go find an excuse, and he just used her voice last night. Fuck him. On some real shit. You might like that school. I like you, but that motherfucker, I done gave him a couple chances. You showed me who the fuck you are, and you a piece of shit. That's just it.
Karen,
He
all I'm
has
saying is,
potential to be
I've
something
been
else.
dealing with unscrupulous men since I was a child. And as a child, a child,
I
a
can
teenager,
understand
doesn't matter.
completely.
You don't.
Can understand completely because you have a very cute voice. That's right. That's your power. It's a natural power. I'm just saying that's an actual power, and you shouldn't exploit it. And don't blame men for being fucking retards.
I don't
Hey,
blame
but
no
what's
men.
yeah, hey, but what's the difference between internet and real life? Real life, you can't help it, right, Commander? Yeah, the internet, the people will be talking shit no matter what. But that's a thick skin, right? But real life is different, right? someone will get punched in the mouth.
We'll fuck him up. And what I like to do over here too, is the decorum. Like I even said last night, I know Commander don't need me to jump in and say nothing like that, but I
True,
set an
bro.
example of how men should be and how they should interact with women, especially by me being a married man and her being a married woman. There's levels of respect that I not only got for her, but I got for my own wife, right? And when we
Facts.
come over
Facts.
here, I mean, people do whatever the hell they want to do in life. I don't care. But when you come over here, you go respect the women, especially the ladies that are nine, or you go deal with me, and that's just what it is. I don't care who the fuck it is. You come over here fucking with my women, my ladies that are nine. Oh yeah, you gonna deal with me.
Well,
Yeah,
even
so,
unmarried
so,
women, right? It
well,
doesn't even. It's just even an unmarried woman.
Yeah.
so Commander, if I could, and would, we have a phenomenon in Australia called the men's sheds. The men's sheds are a place where old guys can get together and they whoa, okay. Oh, fucking Rachel's here. Fuck me. Okay, hang on. So,
Wait a minute.
Backup
Oh,
as a right.
Respect,
hang on, girl.
respect the
Hang on,
lady.
girl.
right now. This
Respect the
back
Hang on,
nine.
girl.
oh shit. He
So,
said fucking me. It's fucking you. Fucking
wait,
you. Fucking you.
I'm calling out Rachel spitting bars. Get the fuck out of here. Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Y'all gonna leave my little sister alone, all right?
So we
Hey,
have a thing.
hear her.
Rachel,
Listen,
Rachel, where's the Tinkerbell?
Y'all can
Where's
listen
the
to my little
Tinkerbell?
sister, right? And hear her. Yeah, she sound like Tinkerbell. She got a little ass girl voice.
Right.
Yeah, so there's this thing here in Australia.
What up, nine?
We have a thing called the men's sheds, which is where old guys, they're all over about 50, get together. They make bird houses and fucking little wooden fucking trains and shit for all the people. They hang out and they chat and they talk shit and they make things. Well, it turns out the women go, I want to be in there too. And so now we have women coming into the men's sheds.
Oh shit.
Can someone? Yeah.
Well, you should have
No.
a sign that says "No women allowed."
Commander, you misogynist, right? No, sometimes sometimes guys just don't want women around, and we aren't doing anything. We aren't doing anything wrong. We aren't doing anything wrong. We're just saying boys will be boys. But
Men will be men.
there's always some woman going, what are they doing? What are they doing over there? I want to be a part of it. And then what happens is the girls take over, then the men fuck off. They go, fair enough, ladies take over, fair enough, see you later. And then the whole thing fucking dies because the girls don't even fucking care.
Yeah, that's something we can work on, but there are a lot of evil men out there, and that goes with the women too. No.
Bro.
Hear me out. I know where you're coming from, but that's if you're doing the work, right? But one thing about the internet and the media is you see a lot of evil at the moment, right? And a lot of people are fair call, and a lot of people succumb to that.
Well,
and it's evident by media. It's evident.
I'll ask this question. Why can't women leave men alone?
They do. They do.
No, they do not. They don't ever, bro.
They do.
Every time men get together and do a thing, the girls go, "Oh, what are the men doing over there?" Like, seriously.
I'll say it like this: not Commander, not Rachel, right? They're on the same board, right? Like, these guys are leading by example. Hey, Mrs. Kieran too? Is she leading by example?
Listen, when the men's come over to the house to hang out, I don't bother them. I might bring them food. And then they bring their wives, and sometimes I don't even want to deal with the wives. I'm like, listen, just keep the wives at home. I just want to be home
That
doing my
sounds
own thing.
really good.
Y'all be in the man cave.
Commander, now I understand why Christopher Ghost was being so fucking retarded. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's
No, like
now.
seriously.
I was in my
Just
thinking
today,
last
my
night.
husband asked me.
I was about to say, y'all need to come over to. I was about to say, you need to come over to America, Karen, because the women over here don't be trying to be in the man shit. They be trying to find ways to get the fuck rid, get rid of us. Shit.
Yeah, I be telling people I'm
Oh,
gonna hit my
yeah.
man pops in the head in his sleep one day.
Really?
We're not trying to be with
Really?
them.
Wow.
We
Wow.
wanna
And
I
that
chill.
way
would
for
love,
this.
I would love to come to America because I want to open carry. That's why I want to come to America. I want to go to fucking
Hey,
Tennessee. I'm going to go to
Australia,
Tennessee. And the word,
Australia.
I want to open carry and
Sorry,
throw
Ozzy.
midgets.
Yo, Ozzy.
Open carry like those midgets. We can fight around open carry a midget.
He said, "You go, wait, what? I'm done.
Hey,
I'm going to bed."
the word, I can say that. Like I've got a belt, like I've got a belt, and a fucking midget. I've got a midget on the side of my fucking belt.
I'm gonna pop the truck and pull out a midget. You better stop playing with me.
Mm-mm. Poor midget people.
But yeah, so like the women here, man, my wife, when the fellas come over, we be like, y'all straight? Y'all did? Okay, see it. Yeah, she do
She
not.
rates the room.
Women over here,
Yeah.
women over here, they be excited when men get together.
Well, here's a question. The word,
That's right.
and Stoic, and me.
Yep.
Do you think women should dominate the panel, or should men dominate the panel?
No, there's no domination here. It's
Yes,
just
there is, bro.
conversation.
What the fuck?
No,
I don't think,
hey,
I'm playing. I'm playing.
at the barbecue, yeah, I know you're playing, but at the barbecue, everybody talk.
playing.
You know what I mean?
But you leave it to word.
Kieran would want it to be just the guys and no women. He said it before.
No, but listen.
Oh,
you leave it
Commander.
to word.
No, Commander. I got you. I got you, Commander. You're good. I got you.
So it seems like word kind of dominates the panel since he's Charlie and we're the angels.
This is the honey
What
pot.
happened?
He said,
Yeah, the honey part. You remember that?
"My woman nice."
I be real with you, like, even in real life, bro. I don't be sitting around a bunch of dudes. I like even before I got married, man. I always had females around me. It's like I get around dudes to pick cars and shit like that. Other than if we ain't doing nothing, I don't want to sit around no dudes. That shit fucking weird, man. If dudes like I don't like when dudes sitting around, they start. Oh, I was bending this girl. Bro, I don't want to hear about your dick. What wrong with you? I don't want to talk about no shit like that. I don't know, bro. It's like people. I've never like sitting around drinking. Like, what am I sitting around and drink with them? Look, I sit around and drink with the women. I mean, shit. I don't know if y'all ever had one, but I done been with five chicks at one time, bro. I'm telling you. That's why I sit around women all the time. I ain't about to sit around and get drunk with no dudes, bro. What happens when you get drunk? You start wanting to cut shit. Nah, bro, I'm good. I ain't sitting around no dudes, man.
But just to let everybody know, me and Commander are not the 5 women he's been with at the time, okay?
No, man. I ain't, that was when I was young and stupid, bro. That's when I was young and stupid. I'm a changed man, bro. I'm a changed man. I don't think about that stuff all the time. I'm mature.
I want that Tinkerbell.
So, Commander,
I want that Tinkerbell.
is you ready?
Yeah.
Wait, where Ozzy go? We got we got given our next mission.
Ozzy drunk.
We gotta take over the world. Charlie said, "Go
I believe that. I believe that.
See, y'all kept talking all this talk. Miss Markin about to put it on him now. He gonna take us tomorrow. Having all this talk.
I don't know what Commander's favorite weapon is. We got you, word. We're gonna take over the world.
Hey, you know what? You know what I'll be doing when I'm surfing YouTube? I'm always mentioning the nine. Always. What's the nine? Well, you got to find out. You
I
got to find
appreciate
out.
that, bro. Mm.
No, I
Yeah,
love it. I
definitely.
love it.
Yeah, man. I just, but on that tip with old boy, you know, like I said, man, it's just I don't justify bad behavior. I understand, like you know, shit, I'm a dude. I be saying some shit, but when you directing it to somebody and like that shit weird, bro. Like that shit was just fucking weird.
All
And
right,
then it's like he calling me a simp. I'm like, who the fuck is you? Okay, what's your definition? And then you start being disrespectful, like you this, bro, you don't know me. Because if you did, you wouldn't be talking to me like that. Like, that shit, nah, I don't play that shit. Like we online, it ain't like I'm gonna put hands on you, so I'm gonna just get rid of you.
Yeah, and that be real life too. The way I be in real life, I don't be acting whatever. How you see me on live is how I be in real life. I keep to myself, but I socialize with you guys. You know, I believe in the message.
Oh, my goodness.
755, what up, though?
Ozzy came back.
755, what up, though? Yeah, that I thought it would at least be 5 minutes, bro. Dang, what happened?
If somebody don't tell him I am, word, go get wifey, because I need her to do a task for me. I'm gonna tell her to
Oh,
pick up that mic and hit you upside the head with it until you get a new one, because you're muffled.
I tell you.
So Rachel,
Ozzy.
yeah, I have
Word, gotta fix that mic. Kick him in the butt.
at some point, Rachel, we're going to have to talk about your last track. I don't agree with almost everything. We're going to have to find somewhere. Your last track about Lilith.
She don't
Your
have
last-
nothing.
Yeah,
buddy.
I have.
That's not for
No, I
the degree though. That's the way I see
Give him the
things.
number to the complaint department.
Buddy. I'm like, wait, my poetry is
Rachel,
not for the
I'm
degree.
reporting you to HR.
HR.
Reporting you to HR for that fucking track.
HR agrees with me.
Of course, because they're all fucking women. Of course.
HR approved.
Yeah.
No, Rachel, one day we are going to go head to head about that track because I have many issues.
Oh my God, he bad about Lilith. Lilith is a myth. People get mad when
Hey,
I
Kira, do you like
I
debating?
just love her story though. I just feel as though a lot of women in this society, you know, I can relate. How can I say them? I can compare them to Lilith. I can really say
Yeah, I
that,
get you.
they're
Yeah, I
like
get you.
It's that fire. It's
in
that
real life.
fire.
In real life.
It's that fire.
Yeah, I get you. Like Lilith is like saying women are in control. That's Lilith, right?
No, was Lilith made from clay?
No.
What about Eve? Rachel.
Eve was made from Adam.
But according to the people, right, and the myths and the stories and shit, if you want to go by if Lilith was real, but we know that, you know, but if you want to go by if Lilith was real, according to them, she was the first Eve. So she was made equal to Adam.
Yeah, she was also.
Okay. Let me say it like this.
Hang on, bro.
Let me say it like this. Is
bro.
Lilith fire?
One thing.
And Eve water?
One thing. Lilith was not satisfactory. She wasn't satisfactory.
Now she was never satisfied. She wanted to be equal to Adam.
Because Adam, because Adam is fire, right? You can't have fire and fire together, right? When you bring fire and water,
I think y'all missing the whole point of Lilith. Lilith didn't want to be equal to Adam. Lilith wanted to be with God. Lilith wasn't even thinking about Adam, bro. Lilith wanted to be with God.
Lilith wanted to disrespect everything important. Just saying. Rachel,
This is what I know.
I think that Lilith just.
Like, hold on. But what do you mean by disrespect everything that's important?
The hierarchy,
Like,
the patriarchy.
I think she was rebellious.
But how was she rebellious? Like, what was she rebelling against? Like, y'all know the story of Lilith, right?
You can't have two dominant. You can't have two dominants, right?
You
need someone. You need someone to be submissive.
Right. But see, y'all missing the whole point. Lilith didn't want to lay under Adam. Lilith didn't even want Adam. Lilith wanted to be with God.
Mm-hmm.
That's all she wanted.
Yeah. Yeah.
She
So
didn't want
Lilith
Adam.
is everything wrong with the
She
world.
wanted to be dominated.
Right? She's everything wrong with the world.
Okay, word. How do you describe Eve?
Good question. Good question, bro.
How do I describe Eve? Or Eve was
As
the
in
helpmate of
parable.
Adam. She was the helpmate of Adam.
Right.
Well, how would you compare Eve and Lilith? Which
Eve
one?
was made
Okay. Well, hang on. So the word. Would you prefer Eve or Lilith as a wife?
Of course, you prefer Eve as a wife.
Yes. Thank you, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. Lilith is a representation of single women, independent women.
Sounds
That's
like
a
Adam.
representation of that.
Yeah.
The
So we were
problem
speaking
is
about base desires. Lilith is base desires. Eve is like the higher power.
Hey, how much do you know about the elements? Fire, earth, air, water, plasma. How much do you know about that?
Ether.
I don't even care, bro. Don't even care.
Water, earth, wind, ether. Ether.
Yeah.
Just question for the word. Question for the word.
All of this.
Question.
All of this is a mixture.
Question for the word. Would you prefer Eve or Lilith as a wife?
As a wife, of course, Eve.
Of course. So, Ryder, I'm not trying to fucking give you a hard time, but that whole song about Lilith, sorry, girl, it's a bit retarded. It's a bit retarded.
You kind of like misunderstand the whole poetry. You got to listen to it.
I heard it many times.
So,
I've played it again and again and again. I have
you don't
heard you.
understand it. You don't.
No, I've heard you.
But you don't
I've heard
understand
you.
it. You've heard me, but you ain't listened to it. You don't understand it.
Okay, if you could, so Rachel, if you could sum up that song in one sentence, so I can argue with
Women ain't nothing but Lilith in the skies in this generation and other generations before it. What do you want me to say? They leave their women in disarray. They sit here and they play with men. What you want me to sit here and say? They liars, deceiving. Not all of them, but the majority of them. What you want me to say? What the
right? So,
the reality is?
Yeah, no, fair cool. So, fair cool.
So Eve is supposed to be feminine, right?
Hang on, bro. So,
you can't get mad at me because I perceive.
Yeah, so Rachel.
You know how they say
Rachel.
that certain men are nothing but Lucifer, right? Well, women ain't nothing but Lilith. That's it.
So
there's nothing else to break down.
Okay, Rachel. All I'm hearing is men are bad.
I'm not saying men are bad. That's you saying men are bad.
No, you said that in your fucking song, bro. That's like that's crazy.
I said that men act childish, and I didn't say all men. There's a big difference, and men do act childish. There's a lot of men out here that haven't seen to grown up mentally, physically, or sexually.
That's right.
Yeah.
When she says men acting childish, she's talking about the men that are acting childish, not all men.
I'm not talking about all men. Now,
Okay, fair enough.
Let me put it
Fair
like
enough,
this.
girl. Fair
Hold on,
enough, girl.
wait.
So
Pause, 1 second. Listen, let me put it like this. When I speak, right, I speak in general. If the shoe fits, I tell people wear that bitch. And if it doesn't
Sure.
fucking apply, let it fly. That's my
if
listen.
that
That's
cat,
how I go.
if that
I
cat
live,
fits,
I love, and I
if that
laugh.
cat fits, strap that bitch on. Okay. So Rachel,
Exactly.
yeah,
If
Rachel.
I'm not
Do some
speaking
women?
about people,
Hang on, Rachel. Hang on, Rachel. Do some women act childish?
hell yeah, some women ain't grown up yet. That's why I call them Lilith. Like,
Hold
what the fuck?
on, let me jump in real quick. So, Ozzy, that's when she was speaking about the women who act like women. So, what she was doing was highlighting the lower aspects of men and women. She wasn't saying like all men are like this, all women, but she was highlighting the negative parts. You know, the parts people need to work on.
Yeah,
That's
well, we
what,
could
that's what she was doing in that.
word.
Yeah.
Here's going to be a question. Here's going to be a question that will fuck up your panel. Okay, what's good about men?
What's good about men? It depends on the man. You can't ask me
Can't
that.
you fuck out of here, bro? What's good about men? You fucking. Oh, seriously, Rachel.
Man,
Rachel,
man,
I'm asking
there's
you,
not.
what's good?
Listen, I can
What-
tell you what's good about my man. I can't tell you what's good about all men. One
Of course,
period.
of course you can. Of course you can. Of course you can.
I haven't been with all men.
Just asking one question. I'm asking one question. What's good about men? What's good about men?
I don't know. What's good about men? Y'all tell me what's good about y'all.
Yeah, of
You
course you
making
don't.
this point.
Thanks for nothing. Thanks for nothing. See you later.
Thanks for nothing. What?
No, you don't understand. No, you don't understand what he said because I just told him he was highlighting the lower aspect. So he was basically
Yeah.
asking you to say something good about men, and by
to
you
say
not being
something good
able
about a
to,
man?
you just proved me wrong. Saying basically that's your whole perception of men, not just the lower man.
Oh no,
But
because he was
that,
asking me to, say.
what's good
Listen, I
about
can't speak on every man.
it don't matter if you can speak on every man. Like he's saying, like if you when he say what's good
Let me
about
put it like
man,
this.
you,
All right, I think I get what Word is trying to say. Yeah, it's the way Ozzy was saying it to me. Okay, I kind of get what Word is saying. All right, there are good men out here, right? Men that are responsible, grown. You see, they treat women right. They respect themselves first. You see where I'm coming from? How can I say it? That'll open the doors, right? Help a woman out. You want me to keep going? There's men that stand 10 toes down.
Rachel, I asked a very basic question. What's good about men?
Didn't I just tell you?
No, you didn't.
I mean, I'm describing different types of men. What's good in different qualities. Like,
Fuck
I can't
different types of men.
describe.
What's good about men in general? In general, what's good about men?
Yeah.
I just gave you a couple things that are good about men.
No, you didn't. They didn't. You're being fucking retarded. What's good about men?
If I can,
why?
If I can speak for Rachel,
I'm like, wait, you want me to be more- yeah, I'm like, wait, that shit don't work like that.
no, it was spoken about the lower forms of men. It is true.
And
It's,
I have
it's
also spoken
prevalent.
about
Yeah.
men doing poetry that are good. That's why I was like, wait,
But-
Let me ask a different question.
you gotta watch me to understand.
Let me ask a different question. What's great about men? What's great about men?
That's gonna take me a minute to think because there's so
You
many
see,
things.
you
There's so
see,
many good
you've got
qualities
nothing.
that
You've got
that
nothing. What's
you want me
great
to be.
about men?
Got nothing.
It should have
Who
been.
said I got
It shouldn't
nothing?
be
Like, you
hard.
want me to be specific about one thing?
No, hold on. Hold on. Because I like where I kind of like where you're going right here. Commander, can you answer that question?
Well, men can be beautiful, and people say that's weird, but like I think of my man, he's like a beautiful person. Like he's caring, he's giving, he's strong, he's funny. Like men can be great
qualities.
fathers. They build
Attributes.
things like
There you go.
They build community. Like there's a lot of great things about men.
Exactly.
They're reliable, trustworthy.
Exactly.
Yeah, if I could, Commander. What's great about men is they build the entire world that you feel so safe in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they build the entire fucking world.
They're go-getters. They go out and do shit. They make shit happen.
Exactly.
They figure it out.
They
But
die.
but
They
Ozzy,
die for this shit.
Ozzy, I want to say this too, but you like a male apologist, bro. Because shit, all I say men are like that, but man, we'll keep it real. Dudes fucked up, man. Most dudes ain't even men. They ain't even fucking mature. They ain't out here handling their business. So, but I just feel like when somebody says something negative about men in general, like you jump in, and that's cool. I understand it, but like, bro, we all got work to do. Women got fucking work to do, and men got to be men and got work to do too. So, I mean, all men ain't fucking great. They just not. And I ain't making no excuses because if we keep making excuses, there ain't gonna be no improvement.
But
Motherfuckers
he's
got
saying
to
what's
mature.
great, like what's the great,
Hey,
like great men.
re-
What are the
regardless
great
of the
qualities of a
Like,
great
all
hypocritical,
man?
men don't even have, all males don't even have potential to be men, and that's the problem. And we make excuses just because motherfuckers old enough. Nah, motherfuckers need to step up. Motherfuckers need
you
to
have
put the
to
work
recognize
in.
that.
And,
You have
and
to
that's
recognize
My
that.
man, he pushes himself.
everybody,
He
everybody
could
don't
have
need that
like,
title though.
he could
Everybody
have a
don't
cast on
deserve
his
that
leg
fucking
or his
title.
arm. He's still gonna push himself.
That's what
And when you say,
like if y'all talk to my wife, she was just complaining. She got two friends right now who grew. One of them, I'm not even gonna get, but they got issues, right? But their issues ain't bigger than mine, and I still make shit happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't make excuses. I make sure my kids good. These motherfuckers need their women to dress them and help them out of bed. Like y'all motherfuckers ain't even in half of the consistent condition I'm in, and y'all sitting around and let women take care of y'all and shit. Like y'all ain't no fucking men. And they get jealous
that's
of certain
true.
people. They be like, damn, ain't D blind? How he out there cutting fucking trees down and shit? He can't see, he might cut himself. Well, I put safeguards in there, but I'm gonna get the shit done.
Men are
Okay, I might not
fixers.
be
They'll
able,
fix
you know
things.
what I'm saying?
They want
It
to
ain't
fix
shit gonna
things.
slow me down. It ain't gonna stop me, but everybody ain't like this. And we keep giving these weak ass motherfuckers titles and excuses, and that's why they don't never live up to it. And we got some weak ass dudes walking around acting like fucking females because motherfuckers justify that shit. Nah, fuck that. Make these motherfuckers step up. I hold men feet to the fire more than I hold women because we fucking men and we supposed to be leaders. We supposed to be the ones doing the shit. And women
Yeah,
can
bro.
keep it with us now.
So Wood. Do you think men build the world?
I don't think I know it. But the problem, you
Yeah.
know, the problem
Yeah.
with
Well,
that,
hang on,
shit
bro.
too now because
No, sorry, bro. So men build the world. So could men have a little bit of fucking respect from the women, from the ladies? Would that be okay?
who don't respect the man? Like what women don't respect. A woman who can't respect a man ain't a fucking woman to me. That's a little girl, and she don't need to be fucking around me. I don't deal with that shit neither. When some unscrupulous ass women come around here, I get them gone.
Well, I was
Yeah, this is what.
These type of people
asking.
don't
That's what.
respect with me, bro.
Hang on. I was asking Commander. Men build the world. They build like you girls. You girls would be fucking living in fucking mud, fucking
Yeah,
huts.
they build buildings, railroad tracks, everything.
Like everything. Like everything.
They
So
fight
should men have?
fires.
Yeah. So Commander,
They're
should men have?
plumbers. They go and they fix sewers and they dig and they go. Yeah, they build
Yeah. And the
roofs.
guys doing the power lines and the fucking.
They work
Like
cranes.
everything. Correct. So could men
They
have a
fix
little bit of
cars.
respect? Yeah. So Commander, could men have a little bit of respect? More than respect, admiration. Could men have a little bit of admiration?
Do you want that from the general?
Word.
Do you want
Play
that
the
from the
video.
general world? Do you want play the video?
Yeah, play the video. I'm gonna give Ozzy some respect.
Thanks, Rachel.
That gave me 1 minute, one more time.
Okay, so that ain't happening. All I'm saying is, could women give men a bit of admiration and respect for being men?
And
would that be a bad thing?
To a man, do we care? if you have that one,
of course we
if
do.
you have that
Of course
one,
we do, bro.
no, all you care is about the respect from your spouse, right? Who cares
No,
about the
no,
world?
no,
So what?
no. I'm speaking broadly speaking. I'm speaking broadly. I'm speaking broadly. Shouldn't women respect and admire men in general?
Yes. Some men don't
They
even
do.
respect other
They
men.
do.
But this,
Yeah,
this
some
my
men.
That's right.
question.
Some men. What-
That's right.
Yeah, some men. Yeah, some. Okay. There was this one guy one time did this thing. That's retarded. I mean, men in general who keep the whole fucking society going. Could you girls please? Could you girls
How-
please
This,
just
this,
fucking?
this what I'm
How do you
saying. Like,
want
where?
women to show the respect? Like, what does that look like to you?
Just like saying nice things.
Yeah, I say nice things to people all the time. To men all the time.
We don't really care.
I seriously do.
We don't really
Listen,
care.
when people come to my house to do any kind of work, like I tip them, I give them water, I offer them food. Like literally, that's what
It's
I
called
do. And then they come
respect.
to.
Let me say
If my
this.
husband can't fix it and it's someone else I have to call, like I literally, I
It's
say thank
perfect.
you. I
It's
show my
perfect.
appreciation.
It's perfect. When the boys are taking care of shit, just make a platter with olives and fucking tasty cheese and fucking crackers. Yes, perfect. Let the boys take care of shit, and you come out with a platter. You have no idea what that means to us.
So I'm guessing
Yeah.
it's way different over there in Australia than it is over here when it comes to the the men and the women.
Yeah, go on.
This like when you say speaking in my life, I'm asking this because like in my personal life, I get all that. Like the people who earned it, they get like my dad, man. My aunties make more than my dad. They have higher stuff, but they respect the shit out of my dad. It's so. My question is like, where are you seeing like the women not appreciating the men?
Internet. You gotta say
The
it.
internet. I mean, the internet. I mean, yeah, you gonna see everything. Everything is available.
No, not
You know, on
internet.
the
Not
internet.
internet. In real life. In real life.
No, I
Where
think in
do
real life too.
No, hang on.
Because
Yeah, where do women appreciate men for what they do? This is so silly.
But not all
Where
women
do
are the
Like,
same,
where
and
do
not
they
all men
like?
are the same.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't see that. Like, even the people around me, I don't see that. A lot of the shit I see on the internet, that shit ain't real to me because it's not in my real life. Like, I don't have dudes just talking crazy. I don't have women talking crazy, being disrespectful and shit like that. Like, I come from like the environment I'm in, the people I'm around. Like when you say I've worked with doctors who made more than me, and they always glamour and show appreciation. You
Okay,
know,
so
for me,
all I'm saying is, all I'm saying is,
I don't think that's a epidemic problem
no,
where
it's cool.
women ain't
It's cool.
respecting
It's
men.
cool. It's cool. All I'm saying is, would the world go better if women respected men and just said, "Thank you, Daddy." Not Daddy.
Hey, put it like
I
this.
think it would go
Put it
better
like
if people
put it,
in general respected each other and were
No,
kind.
no, that's
no,
egalitarian. That's
put it
egalitarian.
like this.
No, sorry, Commander. No,
What
you're wrong.
what
You're wrong.
wait, 1 sec,
That's the
Ozzy.
solution though.
What from the poetry did you get from it? From Rachel's poetry. What did you get? Did you get hate from it?
Oh
No,
shit! I came in the house and walked up.
no. I got
Okay.
a whole respect, Rachel. You know I love you, girl. I got a
He
whole
just didn't
fucking
like the childish part when I called men childish.
trying to
He
answer
took
the
that
question.
y'all to the heart.
I'm trying to answer the question. Trying to answer the question. I wonder if you don't want to. Right. I think Rachel's poetry was like an inversion of the natural order.
Inversion.
He just compared me to Hitler.
No.
No,
Rachel,
Inversion.
Rachel,
No,
I've listened.
he said.
I've listened very carefully. I've listened very carefully, right? And I think she inverted the natural order.
Inversion.
I won't even
like
like
the
the majority. Wait a minute.
Like, are you saying like that's the majority?
Who say that's the majority?
No, we're talking about the lower form. It's not inversion.
But is the lower form the majority? Is that what
But no,
he's getting
I
at?
take it. No, I take it that when she
No,
was
I'll go
talking
back.
about Lilith,
I was asked the question. I think that Rachel's song, which was a sick fucking beat.
Poetry.
Fair call. No, fair call. But I think
But
you
let me
inverted the
can I
natural
ask you a
order.
question? You do know that I was comparing some man to, you know, some of the men to Peter Pan, right? And when you go do your research, right?
Yeah, fuck Peter
was a
Pan.
god.
Fuck Peter Pan. That
You know
guy
that
can
he was
fuck
a
off.
god, right? A trick,
Yeah,
a childish
he can fuck
person.
off. Fuck Peter
You see
Pan.
where I'm coming from? So it's like
Respect the
you
poetry.
gotta, yeah, you gotta like
Respect the
wait a
poetry.
minute. You gotta understand. You
Yeah,
gotta
but
listen
Rachel.
carefully.
Yeah, but Rachel.
I'm not offended. I know it's gonna offend
No,
some
hang
people. That's not.
on.
Listen,
Rachel. Your song was fucking dissing on men, like 100%.
I wasn't
Play it.
dissing men, but if
You
they
fucking
took it
were.
like
Play
that,
it.
that means
Yeah,
that
play
I
it.
hit a nerve and
Play
they're
it.
like that. That's not my
No,
fault.
play
I,
it.
di-
You dissed
I
on men
didn't take it like
100%.
that.
You see
I
my
didn't
I
take it
point?
like
didn't, I
that.
didn't, I
I
didn't
I
did.
take
didn't
it
take it
like
like that
that.
either.
Yeah, because you're
No,
a pussy. Right?
No,
So,
no.
Rachel, you
no,
dissed
I,
on
Then I
men
was
to the
dissing
whole.
both men
To the
and
whole.
women then at
You
the same
did.
time. I
You
don't have a
did.
problem.
Yeah,
No,
no,
I don't
you
give a
didn't.
no,
No,
shit.
you didn't. You dissed on men to the whole fucking time.
But then I dissed the
it
women too,
wasn't.
though. People not people. Because I compared the men to the Peter Pan and the women to Lilith. Shit, I dissed both. Shit, I don't have a
yeah,
fucking problem. I'm
that's,
Correct.
speaking
You
facts.
You're,
compared.
you're
Dissing
talking.
the
You're,
You
you're
compared
talking about
Lilith.
forms. You're
You
talking about
gotta realize,
forms.
listen, my poetry is how I see the world. So if I see certain men like that, right, that's on them on how they get perceived.
Yeah,
They want
but
to
you
act
were
childish,
wrong.
Behavior.
that's
But
on
you were
them.
wrong.
Behavior.
You were
In
wrong,
your
girl.
eyes,
You were wrong, girl.
in your eyes,
Yeah,
I'm wrong.
yeah, and
Not in
and in
mine.
your eyes, whatever, in
Not
your
in
eyes,
mine.
whatever.
See, and this
I
is
know.
how I perceive it. So it's wrong in yours, but not in mine. You gotta realize that.
Yeah, the whole thing was just like picking on
Ozzy,
men. It was fucking.
That's
Ozzy,
okay.
Ozzy.
That's
You
fine.
come from Ozzy. You come from a debate mind, right? It's black or white, right? That's the whole point of a debate, right? Black and white, one or
Yeah,
the
right,
other.
go on. Yeah, go on.
No, okay. Is that your logic of processing?
No.
Right. So, do you understand spirituality in a sense, right? When we're talking
Yeah,
about
go on.
behavior, right? When we're
Yeah, go
talking
on.
about
No,
behavior,
all I'm
it's
saying,
it's not
listen, Stoic.
it's not
Stoic.
it's not
Stoic.
associated to women or men,
Stoic.
right?
Stoic. All I'm saying is, I respect Rachel for her bars. She does some good shit, but that last song was just man bashing, and I won't
Oh,
fucking I won't
and
take it.
so
I
what?
won't take
it
it.
wasn't
So what?
it wasn't man bashing. It wasn't.
yeah, I'm
It fucking was,
interested in
bro.
this. So
It
when she
fucking
It
was
wasn't.
was.
so when she was talking and comparing the women to Lilith, how did you perceive that?
Well, would you rather be married to fucking Eve or Lilith? It's like,
That's how
come
you
on.
perceived it?
Yes, that's how I perceive it. Lilith, Lilith is the wrong path. That's
Did you perceive it as her bashing
No,
women?
well, play
that,
word. If you want to, you can play it if you want to, and we'll find out.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, I'm gonna drop
Yeah.
down though, because I gotta go. It's
They
late.
funny. They want to
Oh,
debate.
Commander, you fucking
Yo,
booker.
I
Ozzy
want
is
to
the
Fucking
first
stay,
person.
but my
Commander, you
position's not gonna change. I've heard the song like twice.
That's
The
not even
first
the
time I
I
heard
don't
it,
song.
think
I closed my eyes. I closed it so I can listen. The second
this
time I
not even it,
watched.
is it? I don't
That's not
think
even
this
the
is it,
song.
No,
right?
No, that wasn't
let's
it.
listen. Let's
That's the one
listen.
because
Let's
Ozzy
listen.
said, "I want to hear men get appreciated." So remember, I was like, "Play the video," since he want to hear men
No,
get
Yeah, I want,
appreciated so bad.
play the other one. Get the other one now.
Get the
yeah,
other one
Uh,
out.
I want that
And
Tinkerbell.
now,
I want
Yeah,
that
and
because
now I
Tinkerbell.
got
she sticks up for men a lot.
Yeah, that's why I was like, "Wait a minute, you can't listen. If you get mad because I write one poem speaking on men's bad behavior, hey, listen, if that's how you
It
feel,
isn't.
I think he interpreted it wrong. It sounds like
do I
he
got the other one over
like
here?
yeah, because it
That's
sounds
fair.
like
That's
he
fair.
like when you talking about Lilith, it sounds like he thinking like this is how he think women should be. And it's like, nah, she bashing the women who act like this. Like she going, you know what I'm saying?
My bad.
Acting like
And then,
animalistic men.
but
Animalistic men.
Clinton,
No,
yeah,
I
Clinton,
know. But if they take it like that, listen, that's on them. I don't
That's
feel
on
bad
them.
for shit like that. Real shit, that's on them.
No, no, you say it. You say it like that. Say it like that.
Religiously, understand the seven principles of hell. You understand the seven demons within you. You understand the whole concept. It's a whole metaphysical concept. We didn't go over that, but anyway, so from a spiritual standpoint now when we say demons are owners, what happens
Spiritual.
when you vibrate in that frequency, when you have those emotions? Understand what emotions are. Your soul has to express itself. How does it express itself? With energy. Right? That's how your soul expresses itself with energy, these feelings, these emotions that you have. That's your soul expressing yourself. So now when you get
That's the phone.
emotion, energy and motion, emotion, that's your
Hey, that makes sense. That kind of explains why I feel the way that I feel and I perceive things the way that I do.
Let's
Check this out, coach.
go.
In a family of tradition, I stand out like a sore thumb. Born into the wrong lineage, feeling like I'm on the run. Surrounded by expectations that I can never meet. Yearning for a different fate, longing for retreat. Mismatched with my bloodline, an outsider in my own home. Struggling to find my place. Feeling lost all alone, dreaming of a different life where I could truly be free. Cursed with this legacy that never quite fits me. Not just born into the wrong generation, but the wrong family too. Bound by blood ties that suffocate and constrain my view. Searching for acceptance in a world that doesn't understand. Destined to break free from this legacy unplanned. I don't know, I just question everything. They say he's portrayed as a deceiver, but in the scriptures, his words seem pure. If he spoke without deceit, what does that say about the Lord's esteem? You argue over his motives, trying to reconcile the contradictions. If he was truthful indeed, what does that say about the divine's needs? Lilith, she's in disguise, a woman who brings the skies to ruin. Her heart so cold, a mother, she's in control. Peter Pan was a fairy tale, or was it? When you look around, the majority of the men are childish, never want to grow up, being messy, causing chaos, living in the world of make-believe, and never taking responsibility. Lilith in disguise, a
that's
woman
pause
with a
right
seed,
there.
causes mental.
I think that's right there. When you said majority of the men, I think that's what the triggered them. That triggered them
Oh,
right there.
he's got to
When you
realize
said
I'm
majority.
doing a poem and I got to rhyme with it. So that's what went best with that lyric right there. So at the end of the day, listen, if you get offended, I can't help that shit.
But that right there, I mean, now I'm understanding his point when he said it was fashion. Because, I mean, I understand, I mean,
But see,
I
listen,
understand,
I
but
understand,
you gotta,
but at the end of the day, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to express what I see, the behavior that I see. You see where I'm coming from? And like I tell people, I speak in general. This is poetry at the end of the day. You see where I'm coming from? I'm letting my soul out. I'm giving y'all what I see, how I see it, and giving it some poetic justice. You see where I'm coming from? So some of the lyrics that I put out there, some people are not going to fucking like. It's going to hit them hard. And if I hit a nerve, that's not my fault. That means that you're comparing yourself. Hold on, wait. Let me finish. That means that you're comparing yourself to what I just said. But I'm speaking in general. So if you feel like you're that person, you're that type of man, that's not my fault. I'm not speaking about you, but you're feeling as though that person is like you. Like, I'm not, listen, if I had a nerve, that's not my fault. Once again, I'm not a surgeon.
this come with it too. Anytime you put something out, you put it out for criticism. And I mean, that's all we're doing is criticizing what you're saying. But anything that we put out, like even this live, if I start a live out, I can be talking about the most positive thing, but I open myself up to criticism. So I mean, even
Rachel,
with criticism,
Rachel, you spitting bars right now. Let's do live. Let's do live.
You got to listen to this one, right? At the end of the day, the majority of my music has been defending men. I put one out and a man gets offended. I was like, listen, I'm always defending y'all. Let me point out some of the bad behavior I see.
If it hurts, good.
It hurts. It hurts.
hurt-
Like, what the fuck? That means you acting
Hurt.
childish.
Come on,
Good.
come on, Rachel. Come on, Rachel.
Good.
Rachel, do some low bars. Do some low bars right now. Just
Where is it?
fucking hit us up.
Equal rights. I just had the song on up here for y'all too.
Oh, girl, bro, come on. Do some low bars.
But it's anytime we put something up, you
Here we go.
You gotta be open to criticism.
Listen to this one. No,
In
listen to
this
that
world
one.
of blame and shame, we point fingers, we play the game. But as our children cry in fear, we turn the blind eye, we shed no tears. Believe our women, they say, while our kids are led astray. Lost in darkness, lost in pain, yet their cries fall silent like the rain. It's a shame how far we've come, blaming all the men playing dumb. But our children need us near to wipe their tears and calm their fears. In this land of the free, water's a commodity for you and me. Can't you
I
see?
defend
It's
men
not
like
fair.
crazy.
It's plain to see. People struggling to pay for something they need every day. In America, where we say we're
You
free,
can- you-
but
you
water
can
shouldn't
pause
come
it
as
there.
a fee. Hey, shorty, just speaking in general.
Somebody said
That says a lot. That says a lot.
Oh, it's
You don't have to play.
Outside. I'll go. So,
As I'm saying, like, I fight for all. Like, at the end of the day, you gotta realize I got 2 boys. And if there's men out here acting
Yeah.
childish, I'm gonna fucking speak the truth and I'm gonna say how it is. No filters in my mouth, no hairs in my tongue. The same way I am with my
yeah,
boys.
baby.
You're
Yeah,
acting
yeah,
childish. You want me
baby.
to respect you like a man? Act like a man. Behave like a man.
Yeah,
Point blank.
yeah, baby.
Period.
Sometimes you're in my face. Can't you give me a little bit of grace?
Oh shit,
You
who's
see?
your wife? Not me. Wait a minute.
You want to speak
It's
my life?
internet.
I'll speak about my life. Hang on. In my face, a little bit of grace. Want to speak my life? How about speak about my life? Tell me something that
Yeah,
no
that's
one
what
knows
Commander
about.
just said. See,
I
it's
know,
like
right? No, get the
that's how I see the men around me. You got to realize that. And like I said, I speak on this a lot, right? How you were saying women disrespect men online. I feel as though like I see this a lot of the youth, that's why I say I look up, I respect Word. I respect Word. I respect Nate. I respect Gary Bust It Down for the simple fact they don't come on here acting like fucking fools. They come on here acting like grown ass men that young men could sit here and follow and take a message from. You got these grown ass men online acting like little ass fucking kids doing this and doing that, and these kids are bringing this shit from online to the house. That's why I make shit like that. You see where I'm coming from? Because that shit is childish.
yeah, bro.
Men
Bro.
calling
You
women, bitches, disrespecting them. No, I'm gonna call that shit out. And since they
No,
want
it's
to
very
make us
cool.
win,
You jump in me pool, call me a fool, and fucking
you see where I'm coming from? Like at the end of the day, I'm gonna speak the facts. So I'm not gonna sit here and make some poetry and do some bullshit. No, I'm speaking from the heart. That's how they make me feel. And I'm not saying all men. I'm talking about the men around me. Because I
not
haven't
all
seen
men.
all men
Oh my god,
around the world.
I have to
But the
find
majority
I
of
have
the
to
men
find a
around
rhyme.
me
You've got to
act
find a rhyme for.
childish.
Come on, girl, help me out. Help me out with a rhyme for not all men.
No, I'm
that's
not
gonna
talking about all men, but I'm saying the majority of the men around me, that's how they behave. And there's no filters in my mouth, point blank.
All the men around me. It's so empty without me.
Ain't
I'm trying to.
no, what the Yo, he just pulled a missy real quick.
I did kind of pull on the best white rapper in the entire fucking world, who
Who's that?
destroyed Eminem.
You talking about the best white rapper? You mean the best rapper? Stop playing with him. Put some respect on him name, man. Them guys on
Oh,
lock.
right.
He from
Bro.
Detroit. That's why he's saying that. But I thought he was gonna say Tupac. Or some
Yeah.
real shit.
Nah, them guys on lock, man.
Yo.
Them guys on lock. I don't think. I mean, Pac ain't the best black rapper. I mean,
You don't think
Pac
so?
cool.
Who is it to you?
Hell no. I mean, shit.
Ain't
Me
pretty cool.
personally,
I
me
think
personally, if you talking about, I fuck with people like Kendrick. Cool.
he
Kendrick
good.
better than Pac. Nah, Kendrick better
Oh,
than
come
Pac.
on, bro. Come on, bro. What about Ice Baby? Dun, dun,
He's
dun,
talking about
dun, dun,
Vanilla
dun.
Ice. Oh,
Oh, hell no. Vanilla Ice ain't even the best Asian rapper.
I'm dead.
Mm.
I know that the fastest one is supposed to be Busta, but the best one, I don't know.
Busy,
Busy
Bop.
I know the king of pop is supposed to be Michael Jackson. The king of R&B
Yeah,
is
so
supposed to be
Ryder.
R.
No,
Kelly.
Ryder.
Other than
Okay,
that,
come on,
I
girl.
don't know.
Ryder, come on. Who's the best rapper? Who would you not
To
want
me,
to
it's
go up
Tupac
against?
because he's more of a poetic person.
Tupac's a fucking pussy. Get the fuck out of here.
But you got to realize that
Drake.
we got something in common. I like poetry. His music
No,
is more
really. Jada Pinkett Smith, Tupac. What the fuck are you talking about, girl?
And right now in
Yeah, I
this
think-
generation, I'm into Dave Loaf. So that's you can't blame
If
me.
you talk about, if you talk, even rapping, I mean, even rapping, bro, you gotta say Nas. I put Nas on Pac lyrically
Nas,
and
yeah, Nas is good.
storytelling. Pac had a
I
bigger
reckon.
impact, man. Pac impact was huge. You know what I'm saying? His impact was huge. But when you talking about actual rapping,
I still listen
I
to
mean,
him though. That's the crazy part.
Andre 3K. I mean, if you was the best black rapper alive right now, is Andre 3K right now. Ain't nobody fucking with him lyrically.
Who?
Right. What are you gonna say?
Storytelling. Andre
Right.
3000.
To rappers
You're
now,
gonna
right?
say.
But
You're gonna
listen,
say. You're gonna say.
a
Listen.
lot of these rappers don't know how to rap. They just do a lot of mumbo jumbo. So nowadays,
Hang on. Hang on. The best black rapper of all time is Eminem.
He said, "Wait a minute."
It's true.
I just caught on to what he was saying. Wait a minute.
Eminem don't even identify as white.
Well,
Hey, Dre vouch for him. Dre vouch for him.
Drake don't rap. I swear he just sings.
Shit, prove
Drake is
about
dead.
smoke.
Really? Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Fucking
wasn't
Drake.
supposed to say that
Fucking
word.
Kanye. Fucking get the fuck out of here. Eminem is the best black rapper of all time. Just saying. Prove me I'm wrong. Like,
He definitely ain't that. I mean, you talking about Rakim, bro. Em ain't fucking with him.
You know who somebody
Em
just
is not
noticed?
fucking with Rakim. I mean,
I
y'all better put some respect on LL Cool J too, bro. He transcended every fucking generation, bro. And he fucking lyrical. Ain't nobody, man.
But then he do
When y'all
R&B.
talk about
Wait a minute. No,
LL
no,
did
get
everything.
rap.
Yeah, he did. He
Is it
did R&B.
songs and got me
I need love. Dude, that shit, boy. That's the shit, boy. Boy. If I was making babies back in the day, I would have made a lot of babies for that song. I need love.
yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Anyone who comes after Eminem, he fucks those guys up.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Anytime.
He's a legend. You gotta give it to him.
He ain't even look. LL Cool J and Eminem got a track together. Go listen to it and tell me who ripped that bit. Eminem even said L killed it. Eminem, they just did a record together a couple months ago.
Who?
LL Cool J and Eminem.
They did?
Go listen to that shit and tell me who killed that shit, bro. Man, y'all better put some respect on LL Cool J name, bro.
Can I ask you a question?
Because he in movies and shit, y'all flipping on him. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. I said this a couple of times, but is there a reason why Kendrick Lamar and Snoop Dogg got the same type of like tone, beat in their music?
Well, you'll find it in some songs, but I mean, they LA rappers.
At one point, I
Like,
thought Kendrick Lamar was Snoop Dogg the way he was rapping.
I mean, he mimicked a couple people different styles through all his music.
Oh, because I'm like, I know I'm not tripping. A few of his songs do sound like he's Snoop in them Johns. Before I found out about Kendrick, I was like, yo, this is not even Snoop. This is Kendrick.
Well, that's just paying homage. You know, that's paying homage. But that's what I'm saying. Kendrick reign, his creativity is crazy. That's shit on a Weekend level, on Michael Jackson level. His creativity, that shit crazy. But for a rapper,
Even that
ain't
last
nobody
song
fucking
he
with
just did
Kendrick right now.
that went viral, he had that Snoop Dogg type beat, and I don't know how to explain it. I had to sit my baby pops down. I was like, look, pay attention. the way he rapping and everything, it sound like for a second, like if you don't fucking pay attention, you don't know who Kendrick was, you can mistake him for Snoop. The difference is their tone of voice. I'm saying I don't know how to explain it. You know how certain people got that slow type vibe, or they'll have that how can I say it, like Lil Wayne type vibe, that the music sound like it's them, but it's not them sometimes. It's weird as shit.
But man, it's almost 5:30. Well, it's probably 5 past. Let me get my. I didn't even know it was late. I'm still up here rapping. I said I wasn't gonna be on here late with y'all. But
Oh, is Ozzy still up here? Stoic.
Yeah. The word I have to go. It's I have to go to bed. Women don't wear yoga pants. How dare you?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm going.
don't do that.
I gotta go clean this block. I gotta close it down at 7:30. I gotta prepare everything, get everybody out to start cleaning, and they gotta come.
Yeah,
clean.
but seriously, women don't wear yoga pants.
Don't wear underpants. Why?
No, yoga pants.
Oh, yoga
Don't
pants?
advertise. Don't advertise what's not for sale.
Nah, men need to grow up mentally and sexually.
Oh, do we really? Maybe you should
It's
grow
like
up.
us telling the men not to wear gray pants ever, gray sweatpants, or shorts,
Okay.
basketball shorts.
Okay.
See?
Love you guys. Love you guys. Rachel, the word. Chat. Hang on, word. I have to say, chat, you assholes. Good night.
If Ozzy don't tell Ted off, then it ain't Ozzy. We need to. I kind of hold his feet to the fire for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get down because you do sound plus your mic muffled. Wifey, can you hit him in the head? Go to y'all. Listen, catch the replay. Come to the end. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to my voice. Hit him in the head. Hit him in the head. Hit him in the head, so he can change the mic. I'm out.
All right, man. Y'all know what I say. Care about the conversation as a nation. I don't even know what I just said, but I'm about to go to bed. Good night. Hit that like. Hit the like. Come on, man.